You're watching my favorite YouTube channel, and you're watching Planet Fanatics. It's the Pantheon. Dun, dun, dun.
That's so cringy. That is cringy.
You don't gotta be here, bro. Like, whoa. It's what? What is it? I can't hear you, Blue. What did you call it?
Oh man.
What up, folks?
I'm okay. I saw Blue streaming earlier, talking about Elliot Wilson, talking about rap beefs. The other day, you were talking about Snoop Dogg and how he's got this resurgence. He's the man of the year.
He was the man of the year 2024, man.
That was a stretch.
What?
That's
hold on, wait. Hold on.
He said he performed at the Super Bowl.
2024?
He ruled all of 2024, did he not?
You were giving him Super Bowl for 2024.
Wait, say what?
You gave him Super Bowl. Usher performed at this bowl. It was not the West Side was 2 years ago.
That was two. Okay, you're right. My bad.
Is he still man of the year then?
Yes, he's still man of the year. Still man of the year. Still, but he started off. What was the football movie he did beginning of the year? Underdogs. He started off with Underdogs, which was a hit on what you call it. Then we get into the Olympics. Took over all the Summer Olympics, right? While Kendrick was doing what he was doing, Snoop was still everywhere. Still everywhere.
You gave the.
You haven't named any music yet. Where's the product?
No, I'm not.
You haven't named any music.
I didn't say music yet. I didn't say.
What can you be? If you're a rapper and you trying to be man of the year, you got to drop
is
something.
More than a rapper. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Man. Is he not more than a rapper?
Now, at this point, yeah, I guess. So if we're not looking at this through the lens of rap, I guess I was thinking like he was hip hop's man of the year.
No, I'm looking. No. I just said the man of just for 2024.
Overall, okay.
Just overall for the year.
Oh, overall man of the year is not. It's not.
Okay, well, who you got? Who you got, Chill?
Overall man of the year?
Yeah, for 2024.
I got Benjamin for sure.
Benjamin. I'm lost. Who's Benjamin? Benjamin.
East of Egypt.
Okay. He's the man of the year.
Wow.
Man of the year.
Okay.
Explain.
It doesn't have to be praise. It doesn't have to be my love interest. It's just that's the man of the year.
All right.
Okay.
You coming at it from a whole different.
You want me to go to entertainment? All right.
No, I'm just talking. I mean, when I think man of the year, Jesus. When I think man of the year, I'm thinking more positivity, more, people
Kendrick,
revere him, people like him. Kendrick. Not okay. I mean, Kendrick.
I'll take it. I mean, that's the man.
People say Kendrick is not bad. I'm not. What you got, Marcus? Man of the year, Kendrick, K-Dot.
I would probably lean K-Dot, but then. Now that I know that we're talking about overall, I gotta expand it out. Sheesh. Who's had a good year?
Hey,
Cat Williams has been doing pretty well.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No, he had a good beginning.
Cat Williams has been doing pretty well.
Yeah, he had the Netflix.
What made him win? Hold on, wait. What made him win? He did that and then dropped a horrible comedy show.
If he didn't have the interview that hit 20 million views, by the way, that's an accomplishment.
It did
on the Shannon Sharpe, this club Shay Shay. But it was kind of like a momentum bump, right? He had the club tour, and then that led to the Netflix special. They didn't really do much, but it was at least he got that. Like before, what was we talking about with Cat Williams? What was the motion? What was the motion? Right. I saw an interesting interview with Al Sadiq. Yeah, he was talking about his beef with Cat Williams.
Cat Williams
on Carmelo Anthony's podcast.
Carmelo Anthony, yep. Uh-huh.
Yep. And he was hella vague. I hate when people go a long time talking about situations and they don't
just get
give
to the point.
any type of detail. They just be rambling on and they don't give us anything. But it seems like he thinks Cat Williams said something publicly about him and it was a lie, and then tried to apologize for it behind the scenes. I don't know either one of these individuals. I can't tell you anything on this situation, but it feels like a yeah that probably happened, because I always get this feeling off of Cat Williams that he tells half truths. He tell you the part.
Come on, that whole Shannon Sharpe shit was half truths.
That's gonna make you be like, oh, for real? Bro, keep going. Tell me more. Because he's a storyteller. He's a very good storyteller. Obviously he does that through his comedy, through his stand-up. But like I've never been sold on the oh man, Cat Williams is the truth exposed guy, and he's the king of accountability, if you say so out in Hollywood.
He
I
was
never bought
Jaguar
into it.
right at the right time. That's what he was.
Yeah, bigger platform, bigger name.
Mhm.
People didn't necessarily attack him.
Who actually had something to say. Thing is, Cat Williams has something to sell. Jaguar Wright don't have anything to sell.
You have
She
to
has something to sell,
apologize.
she'd be-
You got to apologize after Jaguar Wright comes on your show. You don't need to do that for Cat Williams. But
Cat
you
Williams.
mentioned Shannon Sharpe, and now that I think of it, I was about to ask, hey, did you see the Kai Cenat interview that he had? Shannon Sharpe is probably the man of 2024 because on a very consistent basis, he would talk to somebody and we'd be interested so much where I was about to ask, did you guys see the Kai Cenat interview? So it's maybe it is Shannon, not Kendrick.
Okay.
Shannon.
I'm not mad at that. Now that you say that, I am not mad at Shannon Sharpe being man of the year. I'm with that. He
has
had
talked to a
ups
lot
and
of
downs,
people,
but he's held it down.
He had Godfrey on, and Godfrey was doing his impression right in front of him. It was good. It was fun. You would laugh harder if you weren't so FBA about it, guys. Oh my god.
Anywho.
I'm not mad at what you know what? Chill.
Don't get me started, because then we're gonna hijack the whole damn stream. But yeah, you made a good point, Blue, about it being the ups and downs, right? And that making it kind of be the man of the year of it all. Because he had the highs of the 20 million views in 24 hours on the Cat Williams. He's had some other bangers.
I thought you were gonna say on the Michelle.
He had the sex tape.
But no, that's where I'm going. That's the low. That's the low, right? He had millions of views on the Michelle, right? In which, are we really still trying to be convinced that was a mistake, right? That man has been hustling all year, right? You got to respect it. You got to respect it.
I'm with that.
Live chat, they're offering nothing. Bo DeMeo was the man of the year. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Let's talk about Batman. Darkness Under the Wind says, sad that the Batman Part 2 is delayed even further, but I'm still excited for it after everything we got in that universe so far. And I like the casting choice for Lobo in the DCU.
Wouldn't have been sad if you listened to your boy. I told y'all that
what you say, Marcus?
James don't play well in the sandbox, man. James does not have a very collaborative attitude. It is, oh, are you gonna do this? You gonna be the no? Okay, cool. Move it to the back. Move it to the back. If Reeves and Pattinson weren't going to get with the shared universe of it all, if they weren't going to be driving the bus as the mainstay Batman, then there is no reason for Gunn to push that first. It doesn't matter how successful it is. He hasn't had a win yet.
Right.
He doesn't have a win yet. And if you're paying attention to reports from Jeff Snyder, the screenings for Superman, even after the blockbuster of a trailer that came out a couple weeks ago, is still not doing that well. Like the actual film of the film, it's not doing that well. So
was that true? Because I'm hearing conflicting reports on whether there was a screening or not. You know what I'm saying?
Look, so if we're getting our first trailer now, they're showing it to people, right? Obviously, they're screening it. I don't know why it would be. See, I took it a completely different way. I didn't take it as the report was fake. I took it as, it probably did suck, but we're still it still hasn't been. They're not even done. They can't be done all the way. You know what I mean? The post-production, they're going to back and re-edit stuff. They're not finished with it. So that it's not in its final form. Yeah, I just didn't take it the way that everybody took it. But I also didn't just credit it as it was a fake report, because I know that they're showing this to people. They do that.
No, they do. I just didn't. Reason I'm saying that because I saw counter reports to that saying we haven't screened it yet. Now I don't know if it was real or not, but that they haven't screened it to anybody yet. Yeah, not anybody of import. They might have screened it to the couple execs in Warner Brothers or something like that, or a couple people in Warner Brothers, but to like me and you, you know how they get us. Remember, aren't they supposed to be getting the social media and the TikTokers and the Twitter people all together to sit down and have a think tank?
Now, I don't think it's going out like that. I don't think they've given it to anybody who's going to leak it, right? Obviously, I think it's probably employees or family members of the employees, close circle type stuff. So that tells me even more. If it did happen and it was negative, then you have every reason to go back in there and rework the movie. And because, again, it's in early stages, and the people who are closest to you are telling you that it's not good. You know, people who have every reason to lie to you are telling you it's not good. I think we're still in a part of the production where things are fluid with that movie.
Did y'all see Batman in Creature Commandos? Yeah.
I haven't watched this latest episode, but I did see the screen capture of the Batman. Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that right there? I got you. See, I got you. There's something else you guys need to see. And go ahead.
No, go.
There's something else you guys need to see in here.
Gave it to me, we saw a lot more Batman. And I was saying, I am not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. So I just like more silhouette. And I think it's a great way to show that Batman does exist. He already exists in this universe. Just like when we come to the Superman movie, we see the Superman already exists. He's already known by the people in Metropolis. And so, he's, we don't need to hear the origin story again. That's just a way to introduce that Batman is a part of this universe. He's an important part of this universe, and he has an impact on it, including defeating such pretty dangerous, scary people like Phosphorus. It's pretty tough. When they first gave it to me, we saw
because he uses the word Batman, never gets too specific on whether it's Robert Pattinson or anything, or he's picky with his words. He's not in a challenging setting where the interviewer will press him on that and look for more answers. That really stinks. I don't know if that's really Robert Pattinson Batman. He looked a whole lot more bulkier and fuller than the Robert Pattinson thin version that we know. If I didn't hear Robert Pattinson's interview where he's like, I'm not going for the bulky Batman, I'm trying to be thin, I wouldn't say this, but that's not Robert Pattinson. Like, he would not agree. I don't think that they're going to make Matt Reeves' DCU part of the Batman, you know what I mean, part of the James Gunn new universe that they're doing. The delay, I hear, is because of Matt Reeves having personal issues that are legitimate, and I'm just going to believe that.
But I mean, Matt Reeves, from what I understand, the way he works anyway, he takes a while, and it's it's not something to that okay, boom, it's next year you're going to get the Batman 2. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to write something like that. I'm under the impression more so now, especially after hearing that, I don't think we get the Batman 2. I hate to say it, I don't think we get the Batman 2. I don't think we get it.
Blade.
I don't think it goes. The Batman 2 has never really been. Has it ever been really officially announced, or is that just us saying the Batman 2 was coming?
I believe it did.
I'm working on the Batman 2.
If it wasn't announced, the delay was announced.
Yeah, I was about to say they announced the delay.
The delay was
something was going on. Something was going
on.
But
as far as what I'm saying, what I mean by is, did it get out of the boardroom? Or is this just Chill, Blue, and Marcus throwing ideas around saying, "Hey, we need the Batman 2." You know what I'm saying? Is it on this though?
Like, do they have a concept? Is there an actual script or anything like that?
Right.
Your mans did just say that nothing is actually real there until they have a script. So if that's the bar, who knows? I don't know.
I don't believe that neither. And I see you shake your head, Chill. I don't believe that neither because he allowed that in the cartoon.
Okay. Before James Gunn and Peter Safran launched DC Studios and were hired for that, the Batman came out and was greenlit for a second season, a sequel. Paperwork is done.
Right. No. Well, being greenlit and being greenlit is two different things. Like, there's the Batman did well. Second sequel is coming. It's greenlit. So if Matt Reeves wants to do a sequel, there'll be a sequel. And I think that's a difference of there's a sequel on the way. If you get what I'm saying. Like, Zaslav is saying, "Hey, Batman did good. Whenever you're ready to do Batman 2, the checkbook is wide open." And
yeah, he did that right after March when the movie performed well.
I'm saying him saying that, there's him saying that, and then there is Matt Reeves taking that check and cashing it and getting the Batman 2 ready to go. That's what I'm saying. There's two types of greenlit. There's Zaslav saying, "Hey, it's greenlit," and then there's Matt Reeves actually putting the work to greenlight it and get it out there.
I think it was ready to go. I think they were actually working on this, and if it was because of Reeves' personal issues, fine. I honestly believe that studio politics is playing a little bit of a role here. How is this supposed to work, anyways? How is this supposed to work? So we're gonna launch new DCU Batman at the same time that Batman 2 is coming out, but everything that Gunn told us in the beginning was synergy. We're trying to link our games and our television shows and our movies and our TV, we're trying to make it all one synergy. So how is that ever supposed to work anyways? Other than just specifically Reeves and his stuff being a separate, already established universe that they don't touch. Well, I can leave it like that, and I can even let you continue to have the television shows, but the films are going to be strategically released, because if you're not going to play ball, if you're not going to come inside the tent and take orders, then I have to deal with you like that. It's the way that it has to go.
I agree with that.
Oh.
I agree with that. It's either it was never coming, or like you said, play ball, or it ain't coming.
Yep.
And I don't think
it behooves Reeves to say, "Oh, it's because of personal issues." Like, it doesn't really help him or look great if he's having a disagreement that's going to lead to the production being extended or even not happening potentially. It's much better to say he left for personal reasons, and we can come back and just act like none of this happened and shoot it at another date. But I have a hard time believing that they had the type of success that they had with the Batman in 2021. Is that when the movie came out?
Mm-hmm.
And then
yes.
It's right within the director's wheelhouse to have the movie coming out 6 years later in 2027. That don't jive.
They killed T'Challa, man.
They did kill T'Challa. Different studio though.
It's still Hollywood. Same people.
Oh, you say anything can happen because they killed T'Challa.
Yeah, they killed T'Challa and thought that they was gonna get another $1 billion movie. So
yeah, they do nutty ass shit, don't they? The Blue. They do some nut ass shit. 2022. So I'm sorry. 5 years. 5 years.
Hmm.
Is that typical? Y'all feel like that's typical for a superhero sequel? 5 years?
I did when I was talking on my stream earlier. Delays with superhero films are the norm. It's a normal thing. But normally, like with the Batman 2, there would be a little bit more traction. There's fucking Pat, what's the name? Pattinson ain't even said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not even getting, I think he got a movie coming out with Mark Wahlberg, I want to say.
I thought he was doing the one with Nolan.
Nolan, that's it. Him and Maguire, right?
Nah, him and
Holland. Tom Holland. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Maguire. Tom Holland. Him and Tom Holland, the Odyssey. So
it's a bunch of people in that. Lupita's in that.
That's gonna be a long shoot. I know that's gonna be a long shoot.
Yep, they're doing the Odyssey.
Christopher Nolan had 4 years.
Shoot, man, that's an old story. My bad.
What's that, you?
I'm trying to see when the Dune movies came out.
Christopher Nolan had 4 years.
Pretty quick.
There was a gap for Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises of 4 years. Sonic had 3 movies since 2020. I don't know.
Doom 1 came out in 2021. Doom Part 2 came out in 2024. And that felt long.
And then James Gunn said Guardians came out in 2017, and it's been 6 years since 2023. But the Guardians were Infinity War, Endgame, Thor, Love and Thunder. It's not like they weren't.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, come on, man. You know, it was other shit going on.
Like we didn't see him,
yeah. But no, Dune, remember Dune sat on the shelf for a while. Because of COVID. It sat on the shelf, and then they came out day and
so
date.
It would have been even faster. It would have been almost back to back if they had to delay because of COVID, because it only took them 3 years to get to the next theater date. That's crazy.
I don't know when Dune. Yeah, true. I don't know when Dune 2 started shooting.
Dune Messiah drop in 2027. I hope sooner than 2027. Let's push it sooner.
We've got some things to look forward to though this year. Isn't this the year that Avatar is doing their adult Aang Sting.
I don't know.
We've got some
I
stuff to
know.
look forward to. We got Fantastic Four, which should be cool. We've got Superman, which should be cool. And I think Green Lanterns should be out this year. If they're filming it this year, maybe it's not out this year.
I think Lanterns will come out. I think Lanterns will drop this year.
Jonathan Majors
Game
has
of
2
Thrones in
movies,
the
which
summer.
Yeah. Thrones.
Oh, Jonathan Majors movies. You got Magazine Dreams. I was gonna say the Duncan and Egg series for your Game of Thrones sycophants. That'll be this summer as well. Sinners.
I still don't know what the fuck Sinners is about.
I have no clue what it's about. I have no clue. I don't know why they are twins. I'm just so confused.
Oh, the Michael Jackson movie. Yeah. That's doing 2 billion. That's gonna probably rival Avatar.
shut up.
I think it'll be up there with King Richard. I think it'll be up there with the Serena Williams sister about their father.
No, I'm
You know
talking
what?
about what it makes. I think it
I
gets
made a lot of
close to
money.
2
I
billion.
thought it did.
What
Well,
did King
King
Richard
Richard,
make?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did it
I
slap
think
up?
it
It
made
didn't
money,
make
but I
$2
don't think
billion. I know it didn't make
do
$2 billion.
Nah.
Nah.
No, it
Michael
only made
Jackson
39 million.
How much?
39 million.
Damn. Okay.
King Richard
Didn't
only
make
made
anything at
39
all.
million. That ain't right. 39 million?
Yeah, Oscar nomination off that movie.
Wow.
39 million?
He got an Oscar win off that movie. Him and the director, I thought, got a win.
Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy.
This might not be this year, but I'm not sure. I think I would have remembered if Mando Grogu. It should be though. They filmed it.
Yeah, it's this summer. It
That's
should be
this
coming
summer.
this summer.
I don't-
Unless they move the slot. Let's move the slot. You know what y'all haven't said? Not the Pooniverse. I have to watch all the the monster movies. But y'all haven't said anything about Falcon in February.
Who?
Didn't say anything about Cap in February. He's next
Call him
one
by
up
who he
next
is.
month.
That is
No, he said
that is
nothing
Black
about
America.
Cap.
Black America. That's one person who ain't never going to Africa chill.
Yeah, Sam Wilson.
I'm
Uncle Sam.
Yeah, Uncle Sam. The Views Express or Bluminati. Go check him out.
Black America.
Yeah, don't make me choose between Uncle Sam and the continent because I may have to be out. Be out.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not really looking forward to but I've been I don't want to kind of change the subject, but they was like Sebastian Stan was talking about being Captain America in the future or some shit like that, and Anthony Mackie got mad. Why are they bringing back Chris Evans when the thing? This is what gets me about Anthony Mackie is where you at, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you not out here flaunting the shield everywhere? Like, I'll be taking the shield with me to fucking Leno or whoever.
I would find a way to get them wings on, and we would like I don't know, maybe shoot a promo, or do something like walk with them, retract it out. There are people walking around with real life Iron Man suits on, like they have these. Why can't you get out there and shoot them wings out in front of people and let them take pictures with you? Oh, I forgot. Anthony Mackie doesn't really like to interface with fans. It's his right, you know. Captain America don't want to take pictures with your son. Man, what a marketable main guy. So marketable. I want to buy toys of his likeness.
Chris Evans didn't have to do that. Chris Evans didn't have to do that.
Likability. People kind of gravitated towards Chris.
And
it's not the same.
Chris Evans was Captain America. Now, if Anthony Mackie was playing Falcon, I wouldn't have an issue with him just waiting until the movie
he was.
Right.
If they had leaned more into, I don't know, maybe his heritage through by way of New Orleans, right? And didn't focus so much on his strife. Jesus, popcorn kernel. Sorry, didn't lean so much.
Ooh, that's gonna return. You're gonna be coughing all day.
Damn, stop it.
Yeah.
If they didn't focus so much on his strife and his struggles, like Nate Moore said, he's really got to earn that shield. They would have built a character that people would have continued to root for, right? When people liked Sam Wilson the most, he was acquiescing to Chris Evans, Captain America. He was the buddy cop. He was the comedic relief. So when it was time for him to stand on his own, he needed more. Like, we needed to know something about him, and the only thing they gave us was struggle. I ain't
Trouble.
got this. I can't pay for that. They
Not
don't
even a
give
good
me this.
trouble neither.
I'm not strong enough for that.
Well, how about this, everyone? From Captain America.
Hi,
Oh,
everyone.
shit.
I'm Daniel Ramirez.
And I'm Captain America.
Yes, he even let
No,
me
you
borrow
ain't.
the shield.
Which reminds me, I need to get that back from you.
Sure. Yeah, it's if I could find it. So anyway, we want to wish you all a very, very happy.
What do you mean if you can find it?
Check out our new film, Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
What do you mean if you can find it?
Hi, everyone. I'm
See, it's what you asked for. He did it. He
And
got
Oh,
it in
that was
front of his
it?
camp.
That was the
Yeah.
that was the likable
Where
moment.
did
we
that-
supposed-
Yeah, and where did that show at? Where's that floating around the internet at?
and
Where
when
did you find
actually
it at?
get
Yeah,
the
what
shield
trash
back?
can did you find that at?
Well, Jason tweeted it. I forget his handle, but you guys know him, Emperor T'Challa or something. Jason,
I think I seen it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
that guy tweeted it, and he showed that Anthony Mackie was talking.
I'm glad. I'm glad there's an Anthony
Yeah.
Mackie fan out there. We were talking about him showing up with extracted wings or
Being
the
Captain-
shield.
He
and
was
you showed
Anthony
us a
Mackie there.
commercial.
Like, be Captain America. People know him as everybody in the chat talking about Papa Doc and Tupac. They're not talking about him as Captain America.
Guys,
This guy's a gangster. His real name is Clarence.
but he doesn't live at home with both parents.
No, he ain't got no home. Because he's struggling to be fucking Captain America.
He living on his boat. He's
On his
Forrest
boat.
Gump. He living on his shrimping boat.
Like, nah, man, he got to get out here and show that he's Captain America, man. That ain't how you do it. The dude who played the new Falcon,
Joaquin Torres.
Torres. Nobody
Torres.
cares about.
All right,
You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
All right, I got it. You guys wanted wings? I'm not gonna give you wings. I'm gonna give you the Shield international trailer. Watch this. Let's go, Anthony. That's Saki.
Man, what?
That's right.
Happy New Year, Japan. Here's to a great new year, and I'll see you soon in Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World in cinemas, February 14th.
Because you see that face?
象徴を受け継いだ新たなキャプテンアメリカ。彼とアメリカ大統領ロスの前で起きたテロ事件。
We're on the brink of war. Watch yourself. Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
仕組まれた運命が二人を戦わせる。
You don't even know what this is.
Come and get me!
I hate that scene.
キ
I
ャプテ
hate
ンアメ
that
リカ
shit.
ブレイブニ
I
ュー
really
ワー
hate
ルド。
that scene, man.
Brave new world that to you.
I really hate that scene. It's
I think
Darius
I might have
coming in.
counted
Darius
about
coming replacement
20.
because Chill is showing me this lame ass shit. This is bad, man.
Where did Darius come from? Well, that was even worse.
I was trying to count the seconds that Anthony Mackie's face was visible. I think I got to about 20 in the whole trailer. We
which
got about
is more than
20
you
seconds.
expect.
I think the whole drinking sake out of the shield was the only way that they was going to allow his face to be shown in the promo at all. So good on him.
Yeah,
Good on
the
him.
only way to be seen is and have your mouth
Be a
on.
gesture for about 30 seconds, and then we'll allow you to be in the commercial.
And where's that floating around that Chill just only in Japan? They probably ain't watching that shit, that goofy ass shit either.
I bet Ruby Hachimura retweeted it. He's like, yeah.
Oh, that's a paid tweet if I ever seen one.
Would you
That's a
though?
paid
If
tweet
you're,
if I ever seen one.
I can't speak. I'm not Japanese. I can't speak for Japanese people, but I don't know. I feel like Ryu Hachimura wouldn't need to be paid to do that. He'd be like, oh, this is cool. Let me, yeah.
I mean, is it possible? Yeah, I don't know Rui Hachimura, but you know how governments get down. They do propaganda just like these studios do.
Did he run that past LeBron before he retweeted it?
Yeah, you know LeBron in Japan is a, or no, that was China. That wasn't Japan.
That was China.
over. Yeah, yeah.
There's a
It's over
Torian Prince
Taiwan.
thing I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. This
Let
is
it fly.
horrible. Can anyone name a good Anthony Mackie film? Isn't China racist and
She
not
Hates Me.
Japan?
She Hates Me was good. Yeah. That was
She
the first
Hates
time
Me.
I saw him. She Hates Me. Spike Lee joint.
That was one of his. If I had to pick Anthony Mackie in a lead role that made sense, that felt authentic, She Hates Me. She hates.
I like She Hate Me, but not for Mackie. The Banker, Pain and Gain.
The Banker was good.
The Banker was
Pain
good.
and Gain.
Yep.
Pain
and Gain was hilarious.
He's got to have
Pain and
other
Gain
people
was
around him. The only
he's a
film,
great supporting actor. Great
yeah,
supporting
the
actor.
only film where he doesn't have anybody around him is She Hates Me. As you saw, what was the shit he just came up with? Elevation.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it.
You guys want to check in on Elevation? Huh?
Not really. Not really.
Don't disrespect that, man.
No, let's check in on Elevation because last we talked, I don't think it hit 4 million yet, and now the Elevation made that's 39 million for King Richard.
That's King Richard.
Elevation grossed 3 million.
No, it didn't.
$3
Oh my
million.
God. You dead ass.
And that's supposed to be
$3 million.
That's Captain America, y'all.
I was about to say, well, no, and now here's the fence. Look up let's look up what is that name? Is it Red One? The movie with The Rock that came, the Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, Red One, yeah.
Look up Red One, yeah.
184.
Well,
Oh,
but
damn.
and limited theater. Red One was limited theaters.
Yeah, because it released on
It was
that,
only there for like
Peacock
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime right now, and
Amazon. There was
the film opened to 4,000 theaters. That's not limited. That's a wide.
No,
release.
I shouldn't. How long did it run?
Oh, okay.
No.
I know what you mean.
That's
and
what I
it was a
meant to say.
simultaneous release, you know.
It wasn't simultaneous. I think it was theatrical for the first 3 weeks.
For the
I think.
first.
Was
You'll
it
see
when
when
did
the
this movie
theaters
come
drop?
out?
Keep scroll down. Theaters
Scroll
drop
down.
when because you see 4,032.
Well, it's still in the movies now.
Yeah, it's still there now, but it's like in 20. What is in like 10
It
theaters?
came out in November. It looked like second week of
This is
November.
the theater count. It was in 3,150 theaters on December 9, and it gradually decreases. There was a bigger drop here on this weekend, on December 20 weekend. Does that answer your question, Blue?
Oh
$3
no,
million
I knew it was.
crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, it's out. It's done.
I should say limited run. His run was limited.
It was forcefully in 3,000 theaters.
I said, "You're gonna take this."
Nah, Red One I think cost. Check the budget. I want to say it was like 400.
Oh,
million,
Red
I
One
wanna
was
say.
expensive. Red
Yeah,
One
it was expensive, and they've been sitting on that move for like 2 years. I want to say. I think he did
Why
that
do
around.
all of the Rock movies feel like that? Like they all come out too late.
Well, doesn't
I don't
this
know if
have
it's
to
The
be a
Rock or what.
Christmas release?
Well, it's a
Yeah,
Christmas
but like
movie.
2 years,
250. Yeah, 250.
$250 million.
Mhm.
Maybe the
Sure,
writer strike,
sure.
actor strike had to do with it.
No, because it was done. He did. I want to say he did this while Black Adam.
Oh, he probably should have done.
on it since Black Adam.
Yeah. Remember the movie him and Deadpool did. Deadpool. Ryan Williams.
Yeah, that was
Ryan
called Red
Williams.
Notice, right?
Right.
Red Notice. Yeah, I thought
Red
it was like
sequel?
a
Nah.
lead up or something to this. Yeah.
When that movie came out, they announced Red One, saying that we're working on Red One, yada yada yada. It's a Christmas movie, all this, that, and the third. It's not a sequel because they made sure to say it's not a
I was
sequel.
about to say it wasn't tied to this at all.
No, at all. They made sure to say it's not a sequel, and then Black Adam came out, and then that was supposed to be coming out right after Black Adam.
Speaking about Anthony Mackie and Brave New World and all that, I don't know what the message will be taken when this movie makes 46 cents at the box office. I hope the message is in February of 2018, the masses came out and had to support the cultural movement that was Black Panther. But when Falcon started calling himself Captain America, it wasn't viewed as representation. I hope the studio heads see that and go, okay, from now on, it'll be Blue Marvel and Blade and Storm and Black Panther, but it won't be, the other stuff. But we got to watch
What if I
Wonder
tell you
Man.
this, Phil? What if I tell you that this is all a ploy to say, we told you?
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna work. We knew it
told
wasn't
you.
gonna work. Black Panther was a fluke.
Right. We told you.
We called him Captain
how much
America.
money we
gave
gave
it
him.
in Black History Month. We did everything right, and you still didn't come see it.
Because I mean, if I'm Anthony Mackie, I'm mad because y'all set me up to fail.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's what I'm mad about. I'm not mad that Chris Evans is coming back. I'm mad that y'all have set me up to fail.
Bro,
That would
they're
be
not
my
even
issue.
behind you in Captain America, dumb, because this is Captain America in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man picture. It was Steve Rogers. Like, you couldn't get that on code. It's the same. It's a different universe, rather. You know, your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man could have had Norman chilling with Cap, with Sam Cap. No.
Yep.
No, they're not behind you. He turns on X-Men 97. He sees the real Captain America. He's like,
Real Cap.
the Avengers video game, real Cap. Marvel's rivals, the real Cap. He's like, guys, they changed it. They made me Captain America. Marvel's like, yeah, temporary, bro.
It's crazy. He should feel the way we feel. He should feel just like us. He should see everything that's going on and be like, man, damn, they right. Look how they doing me over here. They didn't did my boy Don like this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, much like other people. I'm just saying, Marcus, much like other people, I give them the right to change their mind, and I'll be welcoming should they change their mind.
Okay.
But
you sit on the fence there and wait for them then.
yeah. But like you said with EA Voss and everything, we can't dismiss what they said prior. We can't just ignore it. So while it is welcomed and the advocacy and the speaking and all of their messages are good with their platform, I'm just going to be a little bit wary about your past to really put you out in front and start using you like, yeah, you see, Eric said this, or you see, Anthony Mackie said this in an interview. Nah, he's done me wrong before.
Anthony Mackie had that one good interview.
Movies are made for China and 13-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Some of these celebrities say some dumb shit, man. You know, they just, I don't even know what they get to talk about. Thing is, it's probably true. They probably do make movies strictly for China and 13-year-olds.
I mean,
but don't say that shit.
Isn't that what it feels like?
Yeah,
it just kind of ran off the rails here in the last 5 or 6 years.
Don't say it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know exactly what's going on.
You saw the shit I posted, right? The with the Denzel, who he's supposed to be playing. You ain't see what I posted on Twitter?
I hope
it's
a rumor.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. I just wanted to post
hey,
it.
if he's anything,
it better be bullshit. Let me say that. It better be bullshit.
I'm gonna be outside picketing outside of the theater. Y'all gonna see my crazy. I'm gonna go viral. I'm gonna be walking in a circle. They're gonna be like, "Sir, can you leave?" I'm like, "This is a sidewalk. Be here if I want to."
It better be bullshit. That was. I was like, man.
It was to enlighten everyone. They were saying that Denzel is going to be playing, and this is there that Denzel would be playing Aurora Monroe's father, and that he would be trying to find a cure to fix his daughter's mutation worldwide, which leads him back to Wakanda for some reason. Interesting that this man is trying to cure his daughter of a mutation that millions of people around the world have. He knows about it, number one. He knows that millions of people around the world have it. That's amazing. And then he's going to Wakanda to fix it, only they just let their king die. So how they going to help you fix a mutation of millions of people around the world, and they couldn't even save their king?
They couldn't even save the king.
Topsy-turvy. These movies, all three of these movies are written by three separate people. Nope. Same duo, same dynamic duo.
Same click.
I think the head doctor was out of town, but now he's back, so he can start. Planet Fanatic says, I don't know. I wouldn't say it too far off, especially with Nate wanting to be the one to use in Storm.
Hey, I'm gonna burn it down, Darius. I'm gonna burn it down. Just playing YouTube. It's a joke.
Added that they're going to age the child up, and hook him up with Storm. It makes sense for the way he
is crazy. That's egregious.
They're gonna age the child up. That's the plan. I saw Emergency Awesome. He did a vid.
Age. Anyways,
he said age. I think maybe he's doing the voice to speak thing.
Yeah, he meant age.
Yeah.
Oh, we're aging.
That's why I said that is nuts.
Oh man, that's egregious though, man. I don't know why they. Not the edging. I mean, that's a good thing. We're talking about the Denzel stuff.
Oh, they're gonna come get us. They're gonna come
Greg
get us.
says, "Will Denzel finally use a non-New York accent?"
Hell nah. That's in his contract.
I guarantee it. You get me the information, I'll get it, and I will fix all these mutations around the world.
Oh man, y'all saw Gladiator 2. Brooklyn in the house.
He didn't really have a New York. I saw that movie. He didn't really have a New York
He
accent.
had it.
in that movie.
It came
No,
through. It came through.
No,
Yes, it did.
Plus,
It
Blue,
came through.
what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Where's Rome? Where's Rome?
Where's Rome?
Yeah, somebody tell me where's Rome?
Huh?
It's in Europe.
Italy. Italy. It's
Yeah.
in Italy. Okay. Who was speaking Italian in either one of these movies? Which one?
Oh
of them
no,
was
I
speaking
don't care.
Italian?
It don't bother me. I'm not
Let
saying
him
that it
speak.
bothers me.
Yeah,
I
let
don't
him
care.
speak.
Yeah, he can talk with all he wants. That didn't bother me. I did a
think he
video on
went
that.
out of his way to give some sort of inflict. Now he didn't really have an accent to any.
No,
to
it was
tell
parts where
African
he
slave or
tried.
anything like
You
that.
could tell he tried to throw a little something on there.
Yeah,
but no, that once
It's still-
he was sitting down talking. I forgot who he was talking to, and you can hear it. You can hear Marcy Projects or whatever,
Wherever he's
Alice
from.
Queens or wherever he's
Mhm.
from. You can hear it. I don't have an issue with that because it's like some people, no matter how good of an actor you are, a southern twang like T.I.
Like Matthew McConaughey. Matthew
McConaughey.
McConaughey is going to sound like Matthew McConaughey, hey, wherever he goes.
Mhm. Yep.
It's never going to change.
I just think some actors it just don't even matter. That's just matter of fact, it's good that they sound. You know them for that voice. You know what I'm saying?
True. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Somebody get Josh off the sticks in the bottle.
No, British accent. And the bottle.
Get him off the bottle.
Man.
Oh man.
All right,
So-
Darkness Under the Wing. Appreciate you.
Me and Darkness are going to be covering wrestling on Monday after the big Monday Night Raw. Darius, you got to watch. We're making you watch. You just got to watch the surprise Rock appearance because you know he's going to show up. He's not going to pass up on Netflix first episode of Raw. He's going to be there. The first wrestler we see, if you smell, is going to come down.
As it buffers.
That should be hard. That should
He's
be
gonna
hard.
be the
Hey,
first
bro, I was about to
wrestler.
say, if he start buffering, I'm turning it off. I'm not restarting it a million times. I'm not gonna have Netflix tell me that my internet don't work. It's working fine right now, so it should work fine when we streaming Raw on Monday night. Shit better work.
I'm really amped for that as a wrestling fan, like who loves it. I love the attention it's gonna get now. The average 2 million viewers usually on a regular basis. With this, I'm looking at 10 million. I don't even know where to guess. I actually don't know. I'm making up a number, but I'm
Do
expecting
you
like
watch NFL? You watch NFL games?
no. But how much do they get there?
I was just wondering how the streaming went when they did the games on
Oh,
Christmas.
it was good. It was good. I didn't have no issues.
You saw the
Matter of
Beyonce?
fact, No buffering at all.
Yeah,
It
no
got
buffering with
better with
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Like when Beyonce got up there, like
It was clearer.
Yeah, it was just
Okay, so they came correct this time. They saw what went wrong, obviously with the Tyson and
No,
Paul fight.
I think that'd be good. I don't think it'll buffer. I think
Ooh.
you know, that was you got WWE and NFL money, and then you got this Tyson fight. Who was that through? I don't even know who that was the promotion through.
Yeah,
Was
I
that-
think Netflix put it on.
was it
Wasn't
just
it? It was
Netflix?
there. Mhm.
So that was Chill, Marcus, and Blue, you know what I'm saying, behind the controls, you know what I'm saying, drinking and didn't plug in the right server or some shit.
They refreshing the laptop. Hold on. It's coming back up. Yeah, they was bullshitting that night. I don't know what they had going on.
Steve Austin might likely be there because it's in LA and he resides in LA.
Man, if Steve Austin come back, I'm watching wrestling for at least 2 months.
I'm not a big wrestling fan. This new, you know what I'm saying, this new stuff. I ain't watched wrestling in a long time, but I saw some stuff about McMahon possibly coming back into the arena, not the WWE, but back into the arena of wrestling.
I could believe that.
Why would they do that though? Why would you?
That
Even
man
if
is
you bring him back in a very
storylines.
quiet capacity behind the scenes, why would you announce it? Why would you tell people? Don't
No,
remind
like
them.
this was a rumor. This wasn't like I was just reason I'm asking, because now I'm asking y'all, would y'all watch a promotion by him?
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. He's not returning to the WWE, but he'll invent his own promotion.
They would be insane to put him back out in the ring or anything.
Why do you keep saying they would be insane? He himself will invent a new promotion, Vince Wrestling League. Yeah. It's not like someone would give it to him.
Oh, I got you.
I'm not talking about WWE.
Sorry.
I'm talking about him coming, starting his own promotion.
His own thing.
A new WWF. He starts WWF all over again. You know what I'm saying?
We watch it. I mean, if there was one thing that Vince McMahon was good at when we were kids, at least, is telling compelling stories and finding ways to grip America. Does he still have that touch this late in his age and his career to restart something on top of the controversy hill that he's going to have to climb with the majority of people just to get him through the door to watch this shit?
Like every 10 years with him, though. I'm pretty sure he got a whole book on how to get over the controversy.
Yeah, okay. I mean, this one's kind of bad, though.
I think it is, but I think this one hurt more because he no longer owned WWE outright.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? If he owned it outright, he'll be right there. He'll still be on WWE right now. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with some type of storyline involving his fucking whatever.
Well, my thing is, where are we going to watch? It would have to start on the internet first, right? Like no TV station, no platform is going to platform Vince McMahon's new league right now, right? That. Like who's going to platform?
I don't know that he ain't been proven guilty. It's nasty. It's nasty allegations. I know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It is not a legal thing. We talking about TV here. It's a perception thing. Who's going to platform Vince McMahon right now?
ESPN platforms Dana White with the slapping his wife at New Year's.
No, it's not the same thing. Dana White didn't take a poop on a girl.
We got to take a poop
on a girl and then try to sell her to his rich friends.
We didn't see that.
Right? We didn't see it, but she
we
told
didn't see Amber Heard.
That's like Diddy. We didn't see Diddy until we saw Diddy. Now, once the tapes come, if the tapes come, I don't have nothing for Mick. You know what I'm saying? Vince, you just need to just sit down.
For the cell phone tape.
Yeah, the tapes show up, different story. Well, but right now,
so the text messages of him talking about doing it ain't enough. That wasn't.
No.
That didn't cross the bar.
AI,
like him explaining in detail what he wanted to happen.
I don't know if is that enough.
It's
is that enough?
It was enough for me. It was enough for me.
No, I'm talking about, is that enough for somebody to platform and to say, hey, we'll give you an hour.
So let's talk about some other people who have gone through these problems, right? James Gunn was talking about SCX with minors in a joking way on Twitter, which is still weird and can never be explained for me. But he was somehow able to spin that, and now he's a darling in Hollywood all of a sudden again, right? How do you spin it if you're Vince? You don't have the runway that James Gunn had. He was a young man when that happened, or a younger man when it happened. He certainly didn't have the history that that Vince McMahon had, or the reputation. So how do you spin it if you're Vince McMahon? How do you get out of this? Like, she's obviously not going to take like any type of settlement from you now. She's gonna go see this lawsuit through.
I don't know that.
Well, because then she would have sat there and waited on the money. She would have never made it public. That was the whole point of making it public. You didn't pay me, so now I'm making it public and I'm gonna get my real coin. It's too late to go back on it now.
I don't. She could get paid, and then Vince could pull her ass out there and fucking do a whole storyline.
That would be insane.
Already happened. Sable.
Yeah, Sable.
Explain.
She's sued. She's like, he did things to me that were inappropriate.
He was degrading her. The storyline was a degrading storyline that they didn't agree on.
You know, took him to court, and then 3 years later, she's back on SmackDown.
It was touchy stuff, like molesting stuff. Damn.
That was the whole time.
And then she came back to work for him.
Yeah, that was the time when his wife was in the in the wheelchair and everything like that.
Okay.
That was that whole storyline.
That's crazy. Why did she go back to work for him? I wonder.
They made it part of the storyline. Stephanie's like, this woman tried to sue you. And it was a thing. Yeah, it's bizarre. That's Vince for you.
But Hulk Hogan. I'm not going to tell the nation that a man doo-dooed on me and then go back to work for him. That's just not. I don't see that humanly possible. I feel like you severed the relationship at that point when you let that information out. She can't go back, can she?
Everybody's got a price.
That's what Vic McMahon said. Everybody got a price.
That is.
What was the price?
Money.
What was the price at the box office? Sonic the Hedgehog last weekend was the winner because, as you can see here, as you can see here, the highest grossing film by $1 million was Sonic, ahead of Mufasa.
Okay. It's beating Mufasa overall too, though. I think.
Really? No.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Wait,
by a little bit,
Mufasa worldwide at 352. That's still more.
Go to Sonic.
Sonic? 234.
Ooh. Okay.
The international box
Maybe
office
is it domestic? What's the domestic between the two?
Well, domestic for Sonic is 160. Yeah. Domestic for Mufasa is 138.
Here in America, people are definitely going Sonic over Mufasa right now.
And then we got Nosferatu, who showed up. Horror film.
Nosferatu. I want to see that.
Wicked is amazing. Wicked, what it's doing, what it's accomplishing with 648 million. That's phenomenal. And they're getting
not that surprising. Honestly, it's an established product. It makes that year in, year out on Broadway. Probably.
On Broadway. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's just the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they do this every, like you said, Broadway every year. Other people doing it. Like, and plus it's Wizard of Oz. The thing is, Wizard of Oz is a cash cow. Somebody would just grab hold to it and actually work the IP. They just don't do it.
And I'll give Ariana props also. She was an actor and left the field of acting to do her music career. Became really popular. Hey, fans, show up for my movie. And they showed up. It wasn't like Taylor Swift showing up for Cats. No one wanted to see Taylor act.
All I can see now from Ariana Grande.
Movie,
all I could think about now when Chill just said she was an actor was the Nickelodeon scene where she was squirting the. Never mind, man. Let's move on.
Dan Snyder, boy. Dan Schneider. That boy was
wow. That's the first thing that came to my head, man.
And people was dropping their kids off at that studio willingly, just every day. Yeah, I'll come and pick you back up.
James Gunn was so happy when that documentary came out. He's like, "You see, guys."
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You worry about me? You worry about this.
These were more than tweets. Moana is making bank. Yeah. Let's keep going back. Moana is making super bank also big because this film is going to generate. Where are we at? $905 million.
It hit the billion.
Animated.
You think it hits $1 billion?
Yeah, it's going to hit $1 billion. Sure. I would re-release it just to make sure it does if I was Disney.
Yeah, they do that when things get to 900 million.
It gets close. Yeah, re-release that.
I don't think it's really you got to think. I think Moana was the first one was one of the biggest, if not the biggest Disney release. I think it beat out Frozen and all of that. Didn't Moana beat out Frozen?
The first Moana was like 600 million.
You sure?
But it did exceedingly well on streaming. It was the #1 streamed product on Disney Plus for like a couple of years.
Yes.
What did
643 million.
Okay.
For the first Moana, which guys, if they made 653 this time, they would have broken even and they would have been happy because of the toys that are going to come. And what did Marcus just say about Disney Plus? It will be repeatedly viewed so often, it'll be worth being created for the Disney Plus views it's going to get, the songs it's going to sell, T-shirts, everything. This movie,
this win, huh?
Especially now that they saturated the content with ads. Now it is so ad heavy, and I mean the ads that you're getting are not high-end brands no more. The YouTube ads that I'm skipping while I'm watching our videos are coming up on Disney Plus now that I have to watch. I don't know if anybody's seen the same annoying ass what's that? The app that finds all of the automatic pays that you didn't know about. It's like, you're out here living like you're high on the horse, spending all this money on this, that, and the third. You need Rocket Mortgage or some shit like that. Right? I skip that shit every time on YouTube. They made me watch that bullshit ass ad on Disney Plus. It's getting hectic.
They got to get back to and I said this a couple years back. Streaming is I don't foresee streaming lasting probably the next 5 years. I really don't, because it's hard to maintain. Or it's just going to be heavily ad driven, ad based, like regular terrestrial TV was. You know what I'm saying? Like
crazy?
cable.
And I kind of agree with you. I don't think it goes belly up. They've invested too much money into the infrastructure, but it doesn't look the way it looks now in 5 years. But what's interesting about that is you look at somebody like Warner Brothers and they have the DC catalog. You would think the benefit of saying no, you can't have my products, Amazon, you can't have my products, Netflix, you can't show my titles, Peacock, and keeping it all in your library, but then they take it off their library. They take away Cartoon Network titles. They take away Static Shock. What is the point of having a specified catalog if you're just going to take the old content and not make it available? Like, what is the point of that? You bought it, you stopped licensing it out to other streaming platforms where people were watching it. You brought it home, and now you're just going to put it in the vault for no one to watch it.
I mean, it's a bold move.
Asset.
It's like Disney used to do that back in the day. They put it in a vault and then re-release it. You know what I'm saying?
But that came off of a planned schedule of letting the movies die out in the consciousness and then re-releasing it as a special product. That had a business model behind it.
No, it did. No, I'm just saying. I know Disney used to do it. I don't know. But streaming is different. Go ahead, Chill. What you got?
Black History Month returning to HBO Max. Static Shock.
Yeah, they'll do something like that.
Yeah, then it's not worth the broadband and the cost that it is to keep a show up when maybe you might be getting 100 different homes.
The 3 seasons of Static Shock really costing you that much in maintenance?
Yes.
Like, damn, man, it can't be doing that bad.
The 52 episodes will cost them too much, so they'll just save it. They'll announce it as new. It'll have a little banner, new release or returning to Max. And then with that added attention being on the home screen and knowing, if I don't watch it now, it might go taken away. It creates demand and people will tune into Static Shock. Now, I'm guessing we got to wait till February. And this isn't one of those guesses and predictions that I make like I've done before where I believe in it. I'm just guessing in this one. And I think Static Shock could be back in February. If not this year, February of next year.
Let's hope.
And I want to know, I would like to know what it was generating just sitting there. That's what I would like to know.
We'll never know. And that's the thing with streaming. They don't have to have the embarrassments.
Yeah, see, the numbers are not as detailed.
I need analytics. See, that's why I don't think it's going to be sustainable. We don't have analytics. We don't know, am I getting the best bang for my buck paying the $25 to $30 a month now?
They just tell us stuff. They tell us, it's the most streamed show in the month of February on this platform. And it's like, what is that supposed to mean to me? Is it worth the $17.99 or not? I don't get it.
Hey, didn't the Sony executive say that our movies do well on Netflix?
Yes. They do well on Netflix.
Yeah. They said Captain Marvel 2.
Trash.
They said that Captain Marvel 2
Web did better too. Madam Web did do better on Netflix.
I believe it. I mean,
because they didn't show up to the movies.
That's not a hard feat. Him saying that does not make me want to rush out and be like, oh, see, all the Madam Web apologists out there, the 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to did good on Netflix. Like, all right. Man, they got a movie right now that's killing on Netflix that is trash. You know what I'm saying? I watched it, but it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Streaming kind of annoys me for one reason. I don't know. We're gonna revisit that. Let's not revisit it about the weekly episodic thing. Let's forget that. Forget it. Because we've done that before. How long was the Batman? How long were the episodes for the Batman? For Penguin.
How long?
Around an hour. Around an hour a piece.
Give or take. They would go over an hour sometimes. Sometimes they'd be less than.
If I want to stream something and it's on a weekly basis and I'm tuning in for 28 minutes of Skeleton Crew, it's kind of unsatisfying. Give me that hour. Give me what everyone loves the Penguin for its quality, but also we got a good, like in one sitting, you got a good story. You felt fulfilled. If you watch the Skeleton Crews and the half-an-hour shows, WandaVision, Hulk, like, okay, let me start the next episode. No, it's kind of streaming shows need to have longer episodes.
You dying out on me, Chill.
I was hoping that wasn't me. Having some internet issues, so I was glad that wasn't me. I kind of agree with them. It makes it more appealing when you drag the episodes out when they're longer. It gives you a chance to be more expansive in your writing, to add more to the characters, to add more to the setting or the history of whatever your story you're telling. It also gives more avenues for like side plots or to continue the season on when you have a more plentiful episode. Now, I will only say that there used to be a time where you could fit all of that I just said into a 30-minute episode and it wasn't a problem. Shows like Charmed, shows like Angel, Supernatural, Smallville, they were getting it done on a 30-minute block, week in, week out, right? And we love those shows. Prison Break, another one, 30 minutes in and out. And those were good TV shows. I just think that the quality of writer was a different caliber back then for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. But see, that's the thing with streaming. A lot of those shows, you know, we got a full hour of the shows that you just named, Marcus, due to the ads placed, you know,
because of the ad placement. You're
right,
right, but still actual writing time, actual screen time was around.
No, it was. I think it was like around 35 to 40 minutes of actual
time. Yep.
But it's also, and I haven't really watched Skeleton Crew, but I'm guessing Skeleton Crew is more so aimed at children with short attention spans. So, you know what I'm saying? Like a cartoon. It's because I look at Skeleton,
though, not the shows we was talking about. Not them.
No, not those shows. I'm just because Chill was talking about Skeleton Crew. I look at
yeah, sure.
A show like that is just a big. It's just a 30-minute commercial itself, just like the cartoons we watched as kids. You know what I'm saying? It was so easy to get rid of them because we didn't need to advertise this toy anymore. You know what I'm saying? We moved on to something else, and that's why you don't have Saturday morning cartoons no more, because they didn't need to advertise the toy no more. So
what an era.
What yeah.
You used to be encouraged to get your ass up out of bed, go sit down with a bowl of cereal and watch some X-Men, some
Kids and never know.
Static Shock, Power Rangers. What else?
Damn, you know what's crazy?
Pokemon.
Jackie Chan.
Because y'all are younger than me, so y'all are naming stuff. I was, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was still waking up watching them, but I was, you know,
it was
I
behind.
was outside a little bit, boy. You know,
Digimon, Pokemon.
Yeah, my Saturday morning cartoon was like Captain N. I don't know if y'all remember Captain N, or if y'all even know what Captain N is. Huh?
Who?
Yeah, come again? Come again. No, Captain N. It was a Captain N and the Power. He had y'all remember the first Nintendo had the little square remote. Mm-hmm. He wore it as a belt, and then he had the Power Glove. Like it was all Nintendo based. It was a Nintendo based cartoon. Zelda was in it, or Link. I'm sorry, Link was in it. Who else was in it? I think like just various people would show up. It was dope. Camp Candy. I watched it like Camp Candy, which was what was my man? John Candy. He had his own show.
Oh yeah,
like everybody had cartoons back in the day. Kid and Play, MC Hammer had a cartoon. Like I watched it like that. Transformers.
Willie Anderson's cartoon.
Yep.
Remember Willie Anderson had a cartoon? I remember that. Yeah, vaguely.
Everybody had cartoons back in the day.
I do remember Static Shock though.
Yep, Static Shock.
Superhero Static Shock.
They play that in the theater. If I'm sitting down, Batman goes, "Don't worry, I've got help." If I hear superhero, he's coming on
Static Shock.
What?
What? You know what's crazy?
They don't get it. They don't understand where the juice is. They honestly don't understand that. They have no understanding.
Yeah, but this is the point I'm trying to make. What's crazy is Static Shock shouldn't have worked. It shouldn't have worked. You got to think it came out during the Batman animated series era, Superman animated series, and Batman Beyond, and then they slid Static Shock in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
what? That's why it should work though.
No, it shouldn't have worked because Milestone was not as popular as Milestone was not popular.
It wasn't as popular as it is today.
It came and went. Milestone came and I remember when Milestone came. We rushed to the comic stores to get them.
Guys, don't do that. I've done this before.
Static.
I've done this before. Milestone wasn't selling comics the way that everything else was on the market. It was like a fraction of everyone else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't popular. It wasn't popular. So for them to say, "Hey, let's take a Milestone character and turn it into a cartoon," and for it
you said it
work,
shouldn't even it was improbable that it even made it. As
Oh
far
no,
as
TV audience is a whole different audience than comic book audience. The TV shows were doing well, and that's why the other TV show of Static did well.
You
Black
think
Panther
the
was a
TV
2018
audience,
film. Black Panther did well because the rest of Marvel was doing well.
you think the TV audience at that time that Static Shock was on TV was different from the comic book audience?
Yeah, because I'm talking
Oh, I
about
didn't-
5,000 people who pick up comic books. When I'm talking about millions who watch TV.
You don't think that those same people went and watched the Static Shock cartoon?
Yeah, all 5,000 people who are reading the comic Static on a monthly basis watch the cartoon. You're right. All 5,000 people.
Then
did.
they're the same. You just said that they weren't the same. That they're two different
the same
audiences.
audience. It's the same.
The same audience.
It's the same audience.
I'm kind of lost. Sorry.
Yeah, I was asking. You said that the audience that was buying Static comics at the time is a different.
Every
audience
single
that was
one of
watching
them
TV.
were watching TV. You're right.
Yeah,
all
yeah, then it's the
5,000.
same audience then. Yeah, that's 1-to-1.
Okay. The Brown Hornet. What the hell's that?
The Brown Hornet. Yeah, that was
Holy shit! What is that?
like Fat Albert.
He looks silly.
When did that come out? That should have been the 70s.
Hey.
Why you laughing? What's funny? It was Fat Albert.
Well, literally,
See,
there's
there goes
Fat
Fat
Albert right
Albert.
there.
Yeah, it was Fat Albert.
1981.
No, so it's like Fat Albert superhero persona, right? When you said
No,
Fat
it
Albert,
wasn't
and then
Fat
I seen him dressed up, it made me think of Trailer Park Boys. It made me think of Bubbles and the Green Bastard. That's the Brown Hornet and the Green Bastard. That is hilarious. They're gonna hook up with Blank Man later.
I know him. And
Holy
Super
shit.
Stretch and Micro Woman.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna tell you this: the 80s, early 90s was a weird place. It was cartoons galore. That's all I got to say.
Cartoons.
It was cartoons.
They were making adult contents and cartoons. It was everything was animation.
Cartoons everywhere.
It was an animation boom.
Yeah, because you had regular TV and cable was taking over. So then cable got into the Saturday morning game too, like USA, TNT, and all these other channels got into the cartoon game. So it was just cartoons. Look, there was no reason for you not to have a favorite cartoon back then.
I meant to say not the audience is the same audience, but the market is a different market. They're separate markets. So it's a much more wider group of people who are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
True, but reason I say it shouldn't have worked because of all of the cartoons that were out. Like it was cartoons coming and going. You know what I'm saying? Like they would show up one week. Matter of fact, Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah,
Spider-Man Unlimited. One episode, from what I remember, one episode played. But it's a whole season out there that I think you can buy on DVD. But I remember watching one episode and we did not get a part 2.
That was the first example of a not a legacy character. What is the replacement characters? The
mantle swaps.
The mantle swaps. That was the first example of that, like kind of failing. When they did alternate universe, Peter fell through a wormhole. And it was still Spider-Man, right? They still tried to follow this, tried to give you the tenets, right? There was an Aunt May and Uncle Ben here. They're just gone and yada, yada, yada. And they just reworked the story and people wholly rejected it. That was the first canary in the coal mine for what would eventually become a graveyard of attempts to try and replace the mainstay character.
Yeah. I think it was because it went directly from Spider-Man the animated
97 over to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a shock too. I still remember when that happened and like watching that episode where he fell through that portal. I'm like, he gonna come back, right? like somebody from the other universe gonna come grab him. Fantastic Four, the X-Men. Somebody gonna come grab my boy and bring him back where he's supposed to be, right? Like weird. It was just weird. Didn't like it. They might as well went with full Miguel O'Hara if that's what they was gonna do.
And see, that's what I think a lot of people got turned off because it wasn't $20.99 because it looked like him.
That it looked everything about him felt like Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
What we got next, fellas? What we got next?
NBA All-Star. What's
Chill
going on
stuff?
with NBA All-Star weekend?
Oh, if you not, I hope you can.
There you go. He's back.
Say again,
back?
you back?
All right, here it is. The All-Star. Sharing now.
Smashed a whole bag of popcorn on stream. That's not good.
Nah, man, you gotta hit the gym.
The voting is in for NBA All-Star, and surprisingly, the top vote getter was, how you say this one name right here, Blue? How you say that guy?
I can't even see it.
The Greek Freak?
Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, you guys can't see it. I thought I was sharing it. You can't
Nah,
see
I
it,
can't
eh?
see that.
I can't see it.
What? What's going on? What's going on?
I see the scores.
Oh.
This guy here.
Antetokounmpo.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Antetokounmpo.
I can't ever get it right. Giannis is going to be the vote leading person. The 5th place vote getter is
LeBron James
with 1,000,000.1. Why?
What were you expecting?
Where was you expecting him to be? Yeah, where was you expecting him to be?
So for the last 6 years, you'd have team captains of the All-Stars and they would vote. I mean, they would select their team. LeBron always was one of them. Now he's in 5th.
Fam, so this is it. No, I just want to make sure I'm talking about the right thing here. This is the part of the vote that the fans are involved in, or is this the players' coaches vote?
Fans voting because
This
it has
is the
like
fan vote part, right? Yeah. What the hell am I talking about? There's millions of people. Of course, this is the fan vote.
Mhm.
All right. So think about some of the storylines that have come out from the Los Angeles Lakers / LeBron James camp since the end of last season. You fired Darvin Ham. You hired JJ Redick. You bully the Lakers into drafting your son. He stinks.
The 4-year guaranteed contract.
4-year guaranteed contract. He doesn't have to play road games. You stink. Your stint where you just stopped coming to work for a week and nobody knew where you were. What? And you're not winning. All of that wrapped up in you're not winning ball games, all like that no more. So what is the narrative for LeBron to push to people? There is no more narrative. There's only been negative news about LeBron since the end of last season. So I think this is a result of his grip on the NBA media and those who consume it kind of slipping a bit. Because let's be honest, this ain't the first year LeBron James shouldn't have been a captain as the All-Star in the All-Star game. So it ain't like it's a surprise that he's not one of the 2 best, because he hasn't been one of the 2 best players in the league for a little bit now.
A long time, yeah.
But he's had a grip on the NBA media and those who consume it, and therefore he reigns supreme. And that's just not the reality anymore.
I think it was Drake bots helping him, and now Drake pulled.
And Drake said, "I'm out of here."
That's what's going on, and that's why Nikola Jokic.
He said Drake pulled his bots.
He got the
So now
European
LeBron's a human.
Greek
Now
and
LeBron
Serbia.
is human.
That's crazy. He just can't be trusted. Bron can't be trusted. That's all it is. He can't be trusted.
Now the All-Star game is happening, and Stephen Curry was part of a committee to fix the All-Star game, and this man creatively is shot. Not only with the Netflix Good Times that he was associated with, but now he was part of the creative process of the All-Star game. And the way I read it, guys, the All-Star game is canceled this year. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing some weird 4 different teams, and one of the teams won't even be NBA All-Stars. It'll be rookies. What? Yeah, I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not,
the All-Stars are going to play against the rookie team?
Yeah, they doing like a round robin.
You know how there's 24 All-Stars? Well, they're going to divide those 24 into 3. So 8-player teams, 8-player team, and an 8-player team versus the rookie sophomore challenge victors. That's it. The Rising Stars. That's what they're called. The Rising Stars. The guys who were in that.
Is that supposed to make them play harder, or what is the?
Because at least the young players are going to try to.
No, they're not.
Win. I know.
They thinking just like the guy. No, I'm a guy too. I'm gonna protect my body too. I'm like one of them. This is about to be terrible. This is
It's-
about to be awful.
All-Star games are horrible. Pro Bowl, went to the Pro Bowl last
Pro
year.
Bowl's awful too, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
they're
I would
playing
say
flag
this. It's
football
fun.
now.
The thing is, the Pro Bowl is fun as a person going to watch it, but the product of the Pro Bowl is horrible because it's not football. It's fucking. I don't even know what to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's
7-on-7 flag football.
Yeah, the challenges. NBA needs to just cancel or just do 3-point dunk contest and a podcast and call it a day, because there's no need to have the people, because if they're not going to play for, you know what I'm saying, they tried to remix it with the other shit. What somebody said back in the day that they thought about an interactive court, and the way they explained it sound dope.
I've seen interactive court before in basketball in the celebrity all-star games.
Now, the celebrity game, I think they should find something else to be the Friday night event, like the kind of cocktail meetup event. They need to find something else. They need to move that celebrity game to Saturday night.
Yep, make the celebrity game
to have a
event.
full packed out. Get rid of that damn skill, whatever the hell it is. Only have the 3-point shooting contest, the dunk contest, and the celebrity game. And then Sunday is the whatever you fix.
I think it should be the Rising Stars challenge, Rising Stars game, and that's it. I don't think they should have an all-star game at all.
What if you do this?
Not this year.
You should.
Any year.
No, they should have it. They should have it. You know what they should do?
Street ball.
Street ball. The winner of West versus East. They got to split it back up. West versus East. You got to make it a tribal thing again. You have to make it a territorial thing, and then when you do that, that game is played for home court advantage in the finals,
like baseball.
Absolutely,
that game is played for home court advantage in the finals. That makes you actually play. Now
Baseball
everybody on that team has a vested interest in winning that game
if their team is going to the playoffs.
I like them interested. You like the result of making them play hard. How you got there is you made an exhibition game have a meaningful consequence that makes their regular season
that's
useless.
The only thing that they play for is meaningful consequences. That's the only thing to motivate an athlete is meaningful consequences. If you lose this game, no, I'm not for that. That's what the what is that shit? The midseason tournament is. That sucks. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Oh, we'll give you some money if you play hard. If you play through all these games.
I like the midseason tournament if they need to do a little bit more to hype that up to surround, because that is meaningless. That's just
in
money.
terms of meaningful circumstance or meaningful consequences. What does it mean?
Yeah, it doesn't
have no implications on the rest of the season.
If they put something on that, you know what I'm saying, like you said, home court advantage or something, a bye week. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's kind of possible. It's kind of possible that no all-stars, like Sacramento Kings had no all-stars last year. But if they made it to the NBA Finals, you want their fate of whether they have home or away, and they have a big home advantage. They would have no all-stars, and they would have no say. Like, none of the players got to play for this Western Conference home game.
But they would benefit if the West wins.
Yeah.
They would benefit if the West wins. And they would have no skin in the game. They would have put nothing towards it.
No sweat equity.
So that sounds even scales to me.
And baseball does that. That's how baseball does the same exact thing.
Baseball is
wrong. Here and try to convince guys that are already making millions of dollars with an ever increasing pay scale that doesn't ever seem to cap itself. Hey, can you play hard for us when we come and spend our cold hard cash on you on this weekend? Pretty please. I'm tired of that shit.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were playing some heavy basketball like 2 years ago.
Damn, then go sell insurance. You are a professional athlete. You're a basketball player. This is what you do.
Wait, say that. Hold on.
Exorbitant prices. Don't
what
get
you saying,
the contract that you get. He said that they're tired. He said that they play a lot.
That's what you're saying? You said that they're tired. They play too many games?
I said Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They were playing heavy basketball against each other that 2 years ago. Both of those Celtics players, they were on opposite teams because it wasn't East-West. Right. And they went possession after possession for like maybe 4 baskets. And it was fun to watch. And I think the solution is to tell these basketball players in the huddle. Like Joe Dumars gave them a pep talk last year, and he's like, "You guys gotta give an effort and show up." But LeBron sat out in the second half, and like no one tried. But if LeBron stayed in, maybe there would have been more competitiveness. But anyways,
No, it wouldn't.
but
It wouldn't have.
yeah. Anyways,
It's because I'm gonna tell you this,
because
too.
Jason Brown and because Jalen Tatum were really, really going hard at each other. You just got to go and say, somebody on the other team, Nikola Jokic. Well, on the other team, Rudy Gobert or Cat, they're gonna go really hard against you. Okay, just go back and forth. Do a little one-on-one for a little bit. The cameras will catch you guys for a possession or two, and everyone will be happy. All right, next point guard to point guard. Kyrie, when you're playing, you're going to be playing up against Dame Lillard. You guys make sure you go basket for basket against each other. Everyone will give you ISO.
WWE.
Just have your little one-on-one games.
Trying to do
That's
WWE.
what they need. Vince McMahon's free. Vince, we need some script writing.
It doesn't work because number one, you can't manufacture hate. Can't fake hate.
That's the thing.
It's not hate. It's competition. It's defense and offense.
It's okay. So the reason why that few possessions between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was so intriguing is because you knew that there was real competition there. There was real competitiveness there. They cut each other's teeth. They cut their teeth together on the same team. They're both vying for the number one spot on their own damn roster. It's a coin flip year in and year out. Who's the actually number one guy on that team? So there was actual there was substance there. It was real. Even if they just brushed it off as competition later, in their heart of hearts, those guys are competing for something. You can't just say, all right, well, I guess you had some sort of run in with that person over there. Go out there and fake it for the next 5 minutes. Also, you can't manufacture the results the way that you can in WWE. So if they go out there and they stink it up for the 5 minutes that they said that they were going to play, and you're like, well, no, stay out there longer. And they're like, no, I'm coming back.
Who a lot of people say was an all-star his rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
Van Exel and Eddie.
And went out there and jacked. Went out there and put out as many shots as he possibly could.
Like, I watched real shit go on in all-star games. There's no stories being made in these all-star games.
There was
Trae
real
Young
hate in them games. They were really
Trae Young
competing.
doing what? Shooting a three?
No, owning New York City.
But that's not an all-star. That's not an all-star storyline, though. You can't translate that into the all-star. You need more rivalry. The West needs to hate the East. The East needs to hate the West. The Lakers need to go back to hating the Celtics. There has to be some sort of deeply rooted hate. You can't manufacture that sports-driven hatred. It's got to be real.
Ever since everybody got buddy, I know we blame it on the money, but to me, everybody got buddy. But everybody, summertime, they go work out together.
Oh, I can blame that one on the individual. Oh, we can blame that on the individual. It's one person that came in with that, let's not compete anymore. I don't like to compete like this. Y'all making me uncomfortable talking about clutch and all this other shit. It was only one person driving that boat, that banana boat.
I'm just saying, man. Look at this possession here. The outcome, even though it's not me.
8 players sitting up at the top of the key watching the game like they weren't in it.
Did you not hear the? You can't hear the crowd. It was muted. But the whole crowd was wild because two players were going at it basket for basket. It was the fourth sequence in a row or fifth sequence in a row of these guys going. Not every shot went in. It was fun to watch. If you can just get 12 players to do that.
The least viewed. I would venture to guess that was one of the least viewed All-Star games of all time. I would put $1 on it right now, and I have no clue. I've never heard that stat. I've never heard anybody say that. I would venture to guess that was one of the least viewed All-Star games of all time.
Who wants to watch that, Chill?
Nobody's watching that, man. Now, the people inside of the stadium probably loved it, but no one at home.
They were there.
Why?
They paid for it. Of course, they're gonna love it.
So why? Because they paid for it and they were there. They faked.
They're there. Yeah,
they're there. Shit, I just spent money on these tickets.
I'm at home and I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool to see both of the Celtics play. And if it was the Splash Brothers doing it, I know they're not gonna because Clay is not an all-star tier anymore. But if it was Splash Brothers going basket for basket, that would have been awesome too. If it's just freaking Giannis versus someone on the West right now, I would love it also. It's okay.
I want you to watch some of those old All-Star games.
Your solutions for the All-Star games in the past were what? Just what? Hope another Kobe shows up? What are we looking for?
My solution for the All-Star what you mean? Say that again.
I want to make it more competitive. I want to have the real world consequences, like
compete,
make it mean something. Actually compete for it.
The East competed with the West. When the points get up to 200, There's no defense
No, we
being
know.
played.
I know. I get it. I know. And
200
I offered.
in a basketball game. What are we talking
What are we
about? That is
doing?
crazy.
You guys want to complain today? Okay, yes, I'm with it. There is
I
a
ain't
problem.
I'm just
Players are not
stating
bringing
facts.
it.
I'm just stating
Now,
facts.
if you can just talk to them one-on-one and say, hey, listen, during the All-Star game in the
You're
first
so
quarter,
nice, man.
He
You're
is.
so nice. Why do you think that they're
Oh,
going to
come
listen to
on.
that if they're already protecting their bodies? Why do you think they're going to listen to Adam Silver? Oh yeah, here, Damian. Let me talk to you for a minute, Damian.
Just
Me,
talk to
commissioner,
them. They will compete.
who's been in charge while this ship has been sinking. Yeah, listen to
It's
me,
over,
Dame Time.
Jill.
Let me
It
tell
is
you how to play
over.
basketball for a minute. You're going to compete against Kyrie Irving over there, okay?
Right.
And you go really,
Griffin,
really
run the
hard.
plays like we taught you. Like
Really,
No.
really make them do it. You go hard.
it's over, Jill.
now
It's over.
now that you say it, and that's how it would sound, you're right. It can't be Adam Silver. Maybe someone that they respect, like maybe Charles Barkley or whoever they respect, can say everyone has to do their part. Now, we're not asking for 48 minutes of heavy basketball from any of you. We're just saying you find a player on the West, you find a player on the East, and just go at it for like
Y'all
3 or
go
4
at it.
possessions. Just have a little one-on-one game. You guys can call each other out.
Point. Marcus, how old is this talking point?
If everyone does their part, we can do it. It's this talking point that I'm suggesting. No one's been talking about this.
No,
I want to see
the-
big man versus big man.
I don't know if it's specifically been tailored like Chill's putting it, but the idea that we're going to be lackluster for a part of the game and then turn it on to give people a show has been around for the All-Star game, I'd say at least for 15-ish years. Like you have to take it into the early 2000s where guys were actually competitive the whole time, right? When a Michael Jordan was still playing, when Larry Bird was still playing, when Lonzo Mourning, and early days Kobe and Shaq, that was when it was still pretty competitive. When that elder statesman kind of started to age out of the league, it became a little bit softer, and then obviously the clutch era of sports has totally turned it on its head.
God.
But it's been around for around about 15 years, I guess, that say let's take it off.
It was a good place where the elder statesman would pass the torch also, or to say, hey, it ain't your year yet. I still got a little gas in me. You not imagine when Mike and Kobe went against each other in the All-Star game. That was a moment, because that was, is he gonna pass the torch? Is Kobe gonna overtake him? You know what I'm saying? That was real competitive.
Wow. American media is crazy. All we were talking about was how Vince got the most votes, and he said, I'm gonna start. I had to start. I got the most votes. That's disrespectful to the fan voting. If Michael was supposed to start, Michael would have got the fan votes. And why don't you guys ask Allen Iverson to give away his spot? That's what was the media was saying on Michael's last All-Star game.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
I mean, I don't know what that got to do with.
It doesn't. It has to do with Michael's last All-Star game and what we were all talking about.
Hey man, but tell me what I'm saying that ain't true though. I can be a hater. I'll admit to being a hater. I am a hater, but I'm also telling the truth.
That's true. Lakers is my squad, man. Once I knew it was gone. Once he got over there, I said, we snuck one in the we snuck one in the bubble.
I was grateful for the chip.
Yeah, we snuck one in the bubble.
Yeah, I was grateful for the chip. I just don't like all the theatrics. I don't like reshaping the team twice a season and blaming every role player in the entire NBA because you've had them all. You've had them all. I don't like this the thing going on with Bronny James. I feel like he ruined his son's career. I feel like there's just too much. There's too much. I wish it hadn't have went down like this.
The year that Kobe died and the All-Star game came like a couple weeks later, they fought in that game. Kyle Lowry took a charge in that game at the heat of the moment. It was defensive. That was a thing. They have had competitive games in the past. Now, increasingly less competitive
moments within what we're talking about is era where the entire game wasn't.
Yeah, the culture of the game is not competitive.
We're not talking about fine points within it where they actually turned it on. Cleves, are you 10 years old? Are you 10? Do you not know the Lakers lead the league in it? Well, I guess the Celtics now.
Now they
second
got
in the
8
league in
You said they was
NBA
ass before
championship.
Bron got there.
What are you talking about? You got to be like, you're not even 10. You got to be like 9 years old. You only know LeBron James.
Probably.
Before LeBron's era, it was the Lonzo era.
The hell are we talking about? The Lakers were ass before LeBron.
Chillmonger
Yikes.
has a point.
About
What's
you
what's
got
the
to get
point?
that out quicker. Yeah. About what?
Like, why can't I have John C's comment? Raymond says being a Lakers fan sometimes feels like being a Yankees fan. I can see why.
A little
Alonzo
bit.
Mourning, LOL. Now there was a lot of off the backboard, dunks and special things that happened even in the All-Star games 2 decades ago.
Sure.
No, it was.
Sure.
That happens.
They would get stuff off for sure. They
Yeah.
would do stuff that they wouldn't do in a regular game. But it wasn't this it wasn't so demonstrative. You didn't see guys with their hands on their waist when guys are going to the basket, just sitting in the corner watching it happen. Like, it just wasn't the pride in the players were
Tatum,
different.
that Jaylen Brown Tatum ISO situation, I would call the timeout and took them out of the game. I mean, you know what? Both coaches should have held it up in the middle and got everybody out of the game and brought in some other people, because why are all 8 of y'all over here in the corner and y'all are not, the refs should have even called an illegal defense or something. Shouldn't something have been called? Something should have been called in that.
I don't know what that was.
That was bad.
This is not a bad point, Bert, about the 3-point shooting, right? With him shooting so many threes. The only pushback I would put to it is that the NBA allowed that when they changed the freedom of motion, the emphasis on freedom of motion, right? When they put that into the game, that's what allows somebody to go shoot 400 threes in a season. If I was still able to put my forearm in your gut up at 20 feet above the 3-point line, then
Steph
that
was doing that
doesn't
back
happen.
then. Though. Before that, Steph was doing that before that. I don't blame Steph for that, because Steph might be the least 3-point shootingest 3-point shooter in the NBA. It's just he knows how to shoot threes.
No.
Check it.
No.
Check it.
Stephen Curry get them things up. He shoots it.
No. You missed what I'm
less
saying.
than 12 of them a night.
You missed what I guarantee. I'm gonna look it up because
So,
I guarantee
I hear what you're saying. So you're trying to tell me that Steph Curry shoots the 3 less than Reggie Miller or less than Ray Allen or less than other 3-point shooters?
No. They were actual assassins. So they knew when to shoot the 3 and they made the 3. You have people now who just shoot threes because it's cool, miss all the. Matter of fact, I was watching Gil and all them, Gilbert Arenas, and they was talking about that. They was talking about how, who was it? Is it Sacramento? It was one of them teams shoot all these threes and only average an extra 2 points. Some shoot all these threes and don't average as much points as people back in the day who did 2-pointers.
It's because of the other parts of the game that they sacrifice. They sacrifice the mid-range altogether. It's like 5 guys in the league that's allowed to shoot mid-range. And then they pass up opportunities at 2-point baskets to chase threes, which is not part of the analytics. When they're telling you, when they telling you that the 3 is worth more than the 2, take the 2. They're not accounting for the fact that you're going to pass up an open 2 to get a 3. That's not part of the analytics, right? That's the overboard part of it that makes it so much of a haves and haves not in the NBA, because it's feast or famine. You can shoot that many threes and be up by 20 points, or you can put yourself in a 20-point hole. That's how volatile playing like that is.
One great solution to that would be to give the coaches an additional timeout each half, not a 20-second timeout or a 2-minute, but a inbound timeout. You're allowed to call timeout. They'll inbound it, and you can practice one of your plays that you've done. Usually those lead up to layups. And usually those inbound plays don't result in 3-pointers. They're usually strategic to get a 2-pointer up.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's 1 basket of the day, or 2 first half and the second half.
Did you have a crystal ball, John C? Bronny was still playing at Sierra Canyon when LeBron came here. LeBron came here in 2020, so
we didn't know that.
My man had a crystal ball.
Yeah. We knew he was going to be on the Lakers.
Blouse, my boy had a heart attack at USC. We didn't know he was playing basketball ever again.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised he even went out there.
LeBron James joined in 2018, and that's summer.
2018. Sorry.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Jason
You
Tatum
know,
leads the league in 3-point attempts.
I believe it.
His-
Jason Tatum don't shoot nothing but the three or get to the rim. That's his
Then
game.
Anthony Edwards.
Who did they draft that year? Jonathan Kuminga.
Tyler Hero, Malik Beasley, Donovan Mitchell, Derek White. Ain't Derek White like a bench? No, he ain't. That ain't him. That
No,
ain't who I'm thinking
he's an Olympic level athlete. What do you mean?
of. Melo Ball. Why is Peyton Pritchard? Steph Curry is 10th.
Most of the guys that you named are lead options, and that idea of the number one guy taking the most threes on the team was bred from Steph Curry. You used to have a 3-point specialist guy. You used to have a JJ Redick, a Derek Fisher, a Peja Stokalou, Peja Stojakovic, Kyle Korver, Rashard Lewis. You used to have a guy who would shoot it 35, 36, 37, even 38%, close to 40 as you can get it. Now you want your guy that's going to be handling the ball the most to shoot that. That's what you want him to shoot. And that has come as a result of what Steph has done to the league, man. And not just him. Guys like Damian Lillard have contributed to that as well. Trae Young is starting to put his foot into it. He's a really good shooter from distance. And it's not that that's not welcome into the game. I just hate how that has become the kind of base way to play. Like that's the normal way to play.
The game boring. It makes it dry. If you just gonna come down, shoot a three, basically don't play no defense because there's no real transition defense and no fucking 3-point. You know what I'm saying? It's boring. It's bad. That's why it's bad for the. And I know that. They're getting the NBA just signed this big deal and the TV money. That don't mean it's not boring.
Yeah, I mean nothing. Yeah, I don't mean nothing.
That don't mean that's good product. They just probably got old. You know what I'm saying? They need the NBA on TV. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. It's like the Cadillac. When it
doesn't last forever. It doesn't mean the NBA is going to be on forever. What do you think is going to happen when they have to renegotiate? When they got to come back to these these studios and be like, all right, well, time to re-up.
Time to re-up. And I'm like, nah, this is the conversation is being out there now. How the 3-pointer, they got to do something to negate that. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the NFL, they changed a couple rules to make it a little bit more exciting. I know we got mad at the tuck rule and all of that, and we get mad at hitting the quarterback, making it safer or making it a way to where they can score a little bit more points or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got to do the same thing with the NBA. They got to go to the drawing board.
I think that they have an advantage over the NFL because the NFL was wrapped up in all of their concussion news coming out, right? Yeah. That was at that time that CTE was starting to be known to people, and some of the side effects from living players were really being very outwardly visible. Like it wasn't as secretive as a thing anymore. And then the lawsuits ensued and so on and so on. And the movie comes out. Well, with the NBA and their rule changes, they've also made tweaks to exemplify their offensive play, but it's not because of player safety, right? It's not because of anybody's health, because people were getting, unaliving their families or going through mental illness. It was just because that they wanted a more offensively driven product. So there's really no reason why they can't reverse that. There's no reason why they can't go back and affect the defensive side and say, okay, well, we're going to allow a little bit more contact. Maybe freedom of motion is not so much of an emphasis anymore. So now if I can pick you up 94 feet and ride you the whole way to the basket, it's a little bit of a different game now. Now you have to work a little bit harder to get that shot off. There's no reason why they can't put that emphasis back into the game. They need to put that back in there. It's just not, it's just a decision-making thing.
They got to put that back in there. Basketball should not be, I know the objective of the game is to put the ball in the hoop, but it should not be 75% offense, 25% defense. That slider should not be all the way.
It shouldn't be that far.
You're right. It should not be that far. Give me 65, 35. I'm fine. Maybe that, maybe 60-40. But the way it is now, you can't play defense, hand check, all the stuff. And I don't want to sound like an old head because that's what they you're an old head, blah. And it's not that. It's just it ain't even fun to watch. It's not a fun watch.
And it would only be a few things, man. It would only be a few things. Like, okay, let's talk about how they're allowed to carry basically on every position. Let's put an emphasis on carrying the ball. Let's make them actually put the ball on the floor and make a move and not bully their way to the basket. Let's find a way to let's shorten the play clock, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get quicker shots off. There are small tweaks that would keep the pace of the game fast, but also not make it so offensively advantageous. You don't have to make it so slanted towards the offense, like you said, Blue.
And get some of these, they got to stop this 1 year in college. I don't know who is in college.
Underdeveloped players is a problem as well, man. Caleb Houston came out of Michigan 2 years ago now, I believe. He's 6'8", Blue. He's 6'8". And as of two weeks ago, when I saw this video, the man hadn't recorded a dunk in the NBA.
Yeah.
And he was a one and done. The man was 18 years old when he left Michigan for the draft.
They gotta quit doing
13 points a game.
Yeah, they know the 18-year-old is a unicorn. So I don't know why they keep doing that. Because all they're getting is 18 and 19-year-olds in the league. Quit doing that shit. The 18-year-old is a unicorn. Kobe was a unicorn. LeBron a unicorn. KG unicorn. All of these unicorns. You know what I'm saying?
The farm system is broken. The G League got 40-year-olds playing in it. There's no actual development happening there for most of the franchises. There are a few that actually use it well. Golden State uses it really well. But most of them don't. Cleveland is another one. The Cleveland Cavs, their farm system is pretty good. But most of these the Lakers used to be good. The Lakers used to spit out guys from their G League program all the time. But you know, now you can go there and not play away games.
Yeah. Now they gotta that's another thing that's hurting the NBA is they gotta make college stars. Because I watch college ball. If I can watch you for 2 to 3 years in college, once you get there, you're already an established star. And I think people don't understand that Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese effect, what it had on the WNBA was because they were stars in college.
And they brought that with them.
And that came over. Right. Those fans came over. What's next?
Jason Momoa came over because he's playing Lobo, everyone. Surprise. We weren't supposed to know about it. According to James Gunn, no one's been casted yet. And he would tell all the YouTubers about how they know nothing.
They don't know nothing. You on your mama's couch.
Yeah. James Gunn, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how much times you tell me something. I'm going to believe Scoopers way more than I believe you now. You're just not credible. Jason Momoa is Lobo. Yeah. Apparently no one was cast yet. No, we saw Jason Momoa get on the phone in a video and he's like, "Thank you, James.
Right,
love you so much."
So hype.
What could it possibly have been?
We know damn well he wasn't hype about that fucking Aquaman movie that came out last year. Well, that ain't what he was cheering on. Yeah, I get to be with Amber Turd. Yes. Yes. Hell no, he was hype about Lobo even back then. So like, again, he's the president, so he can say and do whatever he wants. He's gonna either succeed or fail by his own sword. But I don't really understand why he fights information that's already come out so hard. Like, if we're gonna see that a trailer is gonna come out on a certain date and you're not gonna move it from that date, why do you go to such lengths to call people liars if they figure that date out? Just shut your ass up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut down your Twitter. Put your phone down and don't say a word, because no one says you're required to go out there and respond to a rumor from any person online, no matter how big their platform is. Right. But the knee-jerk reaction to call someone a liar or discredit their platform or discredit their information or their sources so quickly, and then to always be caught within that shit, it always catches up to him. Always. It is.
It's a double-edged sword for him. I like that he's on socials, but he's on socials too much.
for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons. Yeah, get on there, put your info out, engage with some fans, and call it a day. That's it. That's all he needs to do.
We got back-to-back comments. He's making the right moves. I think James Gunn is a pathological liar.
And both of those can be true. It
Yeah, both
absolutely
can be
could
true.
be
Yeah.
that Lobo is a great casting for Jason Momoa, which I think it is.
Mhm.
And then it also could be that he's a pathological liar because he do be lying like a mug.
He do.
Like,
He gotta
no
pick
one
a
will
struggle.
catch me on this lie. At least Kevin Feige will hide. You know, he'll let his minions do the reporting, or
Let
he'll put
everybody
out
else
a
do the
little
talking. Yeah.
Remember when that statement that said from Louis D'Esposito and Kevin Feige, and it was talking about Nate Moore, and we couldn't figure out who exactly said what? He is so deceptive because he doesn't want his words to be held and used against him.
Yeah.
Because when they are used against him, they're used against him. You guys remember when he said we will not recast T'Challa? How many times have I played that on my YouTube channel? Like, I remember. So yeah, Kevin Feige, he's got to be more Feige like. That's all he's got to do. Put on a hat.
He don't have any minions too. I give him some grace. He don't have no minions. It's just him and
Where is Saffron?
Yeah, it's just him and Saffron. They ain't got no minions.
He
They
need
need
to
some
holler
minions.
at Saffron and let Saffron speak.
Let Saffron talk. They need
He
some.
can-
They need a Nate. No, they don't need a Nate Moore, but they need a fucking somebody. Wonder
Dog.
Bomb.
Please keep Nate. Don't even say that. I don't even want you to
Don't
bring
even-
it up no more. Keep Nate away from Jon Stewart. Keep him as far away from Jon Stewart as possible.
He needs
Whatever
some minions,
momentum
man.
we currently have with Jon Stewart will be immediately halted if Nate
Jessica
Moore get his
does.
fingers on it. We're gonna be doing Jamie Stewart is gonna be his little cousin from
His
Compton.
little cousin got
and
the
He's
ring.
gonna break her out of jail or
Well,
something.
he could just pass the ring down. That ain't how the ring works, bro.
She gonna have a checkered past. Her parents gonna be murdered. She gonna be selling drugs. John gonna be like, "You
Right.
don't have to do this." He gonna die in the process. Somebody gonna shoot him with a gun. It's gonna be terrible. He gonna have Ryan Coogler pin it.
Oh man.
Lobo is a good casting. I'm not worried about people seeing Aquaman and being confused. I think we're a little bit more sophisticated than that, and I think that Jason Momoa will have years separating his Lobo appearance in Supergirl and his last Aquaman from a year ago. It'll be enough time. He will be wearing face paint, makeup, and different aesthetics to separate from Aquaman. Different hair color. I think we're good. I'm not worried about him being too familiar to Aquaman.
Nah, he won't look nothing like Aquaman.
The only thing that they can't really that I think that they should change in post or maybe add an effect to is the voice. Jason Momoa has the same voice in every project he's ever been in.
Even Conan.
Every single project he's had the same exact voice.
When he played
think that they
Dante?
should go back and edit it to put a little extra
In
difference on
Fast?
it.
He was different.
And what
No,
now?
he wasn't.
He played
was
Dante.
Aquaman in the car.
He doesn't talk like this. He's not still talking like this.
Nah, he was more fruity.
He was
Dom
you
Toretto.
know, you know what he's fruity in that damn Monopoly commercial.
Where he's wearing that vest, the jacket or whatever.
He's fruity in that. He's one of those who you know what I'm saying? He's that in every movie.
Yeah,
Dude,
for sure.
bro.
I think that they would do a very good service to Lobo if they added a little bit of an effect, some type of digital
voice.
editing to kind of separate it from Arthur. Like, because honestly, if they don't, it's going to be a 1-to-1. It honestly is going to be a 1-to-1 Aquaman. I don't think he can do anything different.
Man, I don't see it that way at all. I really think there's a big enough difference between Aquaman and Lobo and Jason Momoa.
No. In those characters,
he's talking about the voice.
Is. I'm
Yeah,
saying if Jason
talking
Momoa
about
uses
the
his actual voice for Lobo, it's going to sound exactly like Wonder Man or Wonder Man.
He's saying tweak the
Aquaman.
voice a little bit. I don't mind a voice tweak
his voice a bit.
Yeah, you know. I think I fuck with the Jason Momoa casting. James Gunn is known to be a pathological liar, right?
He lie about shit.
Fatal J put out some info. Well, he didn't put out no info, but he was like, old buddy, the in the Superman movie, who's fighting Superman, the black with the
Ultraman.
Ultraman. He talked about what if Ultraman was played by Henry Cavill. And I said, you know what? That would make all the sense in the world it would fuck people up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. What's y'all take on that?
I'd rather have him as Hyperion, but that's a perfect world.
Yeah, Ultraman, Hyperion, kind of the same.
It would be cool to see.
Do you think that is so? This is a DC character we talking about right now, right? Ultraman.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so now it's got to have the checkbox from your boy then, right?
Who?
From Gunn.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no, Henry Cavill's never coming back. Henry Cavill's never coming back.
Just like Rod K. He said, Henry Cavill's never coming back, boy.
He can't, and we can't fire him because we never hired him, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Look, man, pathological liar. That's why I started with that. Pathological liar.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see him back involved in the DCU, but I don't think that's a thing while current leadership is in place.
What's the storyline? My bad, Chill. You was about to talk. Go ahead.
No, I was laughing at the Rod K joke.
What's the storyline with Lobo and Supergirl? How do y'all see that working out?
I'm confused. I need somebody to provide it.
Somebody needs to be beat up.
What's that?
Somebody needs to be beat up. Supergirl needs to show that she means business, and the villain of the week will be Lobo on his motorcycle.
Is he just?
Where does he run into her at? Because isn't Kara's story like did she survive on like a small part of Krypton that broke off or something like that? Does Lobo show up to that?
Yeah, that's. Is he hired by Brainiac to go and get that
little piece of Krypton that survived?
Or he lost it and he hired Lobo to go get it?
Or does he meet her on Earth? I don't think he can meet her on Earth because how does Lobo come looking for the challenge? Because that's what Lobo does. He's looking for a challenge and not run into Superman before he runs into Kara.
I don't know, but she's supposed to show up in the Superman movie, so she's on Earth. Well, we don't know that.
Saying, in this movie, it's going to be Lobo and Supergirl, so there's no scenario where he enters Earth's airspace and he runs into Supergirl before he runs into Superman.
It's the main man. I don't know.
We know it's a story that can be made just because we don't see how it's going to work out now. It doesn't mean it's not going to fit.
It'll fit. Lobo is just so OP, man. I love Lobo and I hate him at the same time because he's like that Deadpool type of OP.
I hope not.
Lobo will be with
Supergirl. If that's what you mean, like romantically, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not.
I'm tired of random ships. Like, how do we go from a concept where these are supposed to be like eternal villains and then are eternal enemies, and now they're together? What in the Wakanda Forever? Can we just leave that type of shit alone?
I don't know. Namor got it, man. Namor is the man.
Namor got it.
He do got tomb powers. Lobo has tomb powers, man. Like he is. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. Like how Deadpool is. Like you can't kill him. It's like that with Lobo, and I kind of like hate characters like that. Like they need something.
Here's a question. Risk. Now that they've announced Lobo, and now that they have a pretty big name playing him, does this affect the plans at all with the boys across the lot there at Marvel with their plans for Ghost Rider? Do we expedite the plans with Midnight Suns, try to get him in there sooner? Do we avoid it altogether as to not to confuse the audience? You know, they love to say that. Oh, it's another character that vaguely resembles him at another studio, so we can't do this.
Right.
Do they even pay attention to it at all and just stay the course?
I think Marvel is Drake in this situation, and how Drake looked at Kendrick and got their ass whooped. This might be one of those. Like, you know, like they don't. I'm too high up to even look at the moves that they make. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if season 3 should not have been released?
Absolutely not.
You know, but they thought it was. My shit don't stink. We're releasing this shit anyway. You know, like it's one of them situations. Kevin Feige, that dude, I'm telling you, he need to retire. He need to go somewhere and let some new blood in there. That's what needs to happen.
That water level just keep on rising and rising
Yeah.
with every departure at Disney. He gonna look up and be drinking some of that water here in a second. That thing just keep getting closer and closer to his head.
Yeah, it's one of them situations, man. I don't think they care about what DC is doing. Not as much as we're looking at it like competition. And I think DC or Marvel is like, where is that at? Like, we ain't had no competition.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
20v1. It's gonna be a 20v1 somewhere because it ain't coming from these one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's gonna happen. Nope. What's going on here, Chill?
Oh, y'all see that too?
Yeah, it's
froze out.
See, that's what happened when you go when you do the return to
Oh, you said that's how the Wi-Fi gonna be on the return?
Yeah.
That's great.
That return home Wi-Fi. That's what he got.
What we got here, Johnson? Henry Cavill was a part of the Snyderverse, and James Gunn asked Zack Snyder, no Ben Affleck, no Jason Momoa, no Gal Gadot. So obviously, Gal and Jason found a way to get around that, right? They played nice enough, or they went to a James Gunn dinner party and talked it out. They gonna get to stay. You think no, he already said Zachary Levi's not staying. That's why he threw that bitch fit.
I'm not bringing Zachary Levi back.
I'm not touching it. Yeah, I don't want to bring him back.
Yeah,
I don't think they are anyways. I mean, if there was anybody out of that they should bring back at this point, I feel like it would be Batfleck. But
yeah,
I don't think anybody from that Snyderverse is coming back except for
was a missed opportunity with I do not know why they didn't just go full bore with Batfleck, at least with one film.
I think they got scared by BVS, man. They made Batman v Superman, and yeah, it made a lot of money, but boy, did it do a lot to their reputation. And I think that they got scared about another Batman movie under Snyder. I think they got scared off of it.
Nah, man. But they didn't. They were right there making good money. That's what I don't understand. It's not like Snyder was making or wasn't making money for them. They were making good money.
They were, but it was low key like that. It was low key like that. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Where are you going, Marcus? It was low key like the Star Wars thing, right? So they had Man of Steel, or that wasn't Snyder though. Was that Snyder?
Yeah, that was Snyder.
Okay,
it was Snyder. It was produced by Nolan though.
By Nolan, okay.
Yeah.
So they had Man of Steel. Man of Steel had a mixed reception, and it made so money for a superhero project, right? Then they had BVS. BVS blew the doors off, made a bunch of money, but still.
Did BVS make more money than Man of Steel?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Pretty sure. I'll put a penny on it. I got a penny on my desk.
Man of Steel, 670 million.
Oh, yeah, cleared that.
BVS. Oh, I should write the whole word. Batman versus Superman. It's 874.
So they going up.
But hold on now. Stop. Now after BVS and the weird and the not so great critical acclaim, now you got Justice League.
But see, that's the fumble. That's the fumble.
But they fumbled forward. It didn't show in the money.
End zone.
It didn't show in the money right away. Just like it didn't show in the money right away with Star Wars either.
Right.
In this last trilogy. It didn't show up right away. By the time that they got the Justice League and all of the weird shit that went on with that production and Walter Hamada and Josh Whedon and everybody else. Suicide Squad. Like, it got progressively worse. Like, the critical acclaim caught up with the money eventually.
Wonder Woman or Justice League came first?
Wonder Woman came first.
Before Justice League? We sure?
Yeah.
And I think that one only made about 800 million.
I thought it scratched the billion.
823.
823?
Yeah, 823. Yeah. So right around what Man of Steel was doing, or no, excuse me, not Man of Steel, BVS was doing.
So they was getting good. It's crazy. Good numbers. I don't get that, man. They should have never did Justice League.
Good numbers to me and you. You got to remember who's setting the standard for what these projects are supposed to be making.
But they should have never been chasing the Marvel standard because that's not their standard.
But if you wasn't gonna do that, then why are we paying Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill what we paying them to in this team up movie? Then, if we're not chasing that,
but that's what I'm saying. They should have never
story.
They should have never done Justice League. They should have just kept building on Superman, on Batman, on Wonder Woman until they got to the point to where, okay, this next one we getting $1 billion. Because Marvel didn't do that. Marvel
didn't they
built
do that,
their
though?
story.
Why didn't they do that though, Blue? Why didn't they take their time? They was trying to catch up. They was trying to catch up. And if you're trying to catch up, they setting the standard 600, 800 million. That ain't doing it. We not in the room yet. We haven't hit $1 billion yet. We ain't got $1 billion yet. We got to get in the door.
When did what was the first billion for them? Was the Avengers? Was that $1 billion? No, for Marvel.
Avengers.
Oh, Marvel.
Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers.
How many films in was they had did 2 Thors,
5 or 6?
No,
Iron
Thors,
Man 1, 2, and
Iron Man.
no, 1. Yep, Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. Was it 3?
No, they had did 3 yet. 1 and 2, 2 Thors.
No,
Thor.
It was It was 2 Iron Mans, 1 Captain America, and 1 Thor. They were and Hulk from 2008. That's
5 movies.
So you got 5 movies, and you got 2 over here, and you trying to already do $1 million.
They was trying to catch up. They were trying to fill in the gap between what Marvel had already laid and where they needed to be in the BVS movie. So by the time that you got to Justice League, it would have already felt like a natural team up, is what they were trying to do. But the movie, it made some money because you put Batman and Superman on it,
right?
But it wasn't that good. So it just didn't have the reputation to carry over into the next movie.
Would that have scratched $1 billion if it was the Snyder cut? And I know it wouldn't have been the Snyder cut that we got, but if it was Snyder's official cut.
I don't think it would have been $1 billion. No. First of all, a 4-hour movie is egregious. I don't think anybody.
No. I ain't saying it would have been that. The cut, not the cut that we got from Snyder,
okay.
But
I got you.
Yeah, what he was gonna do for that.
It would not. I don't know how much you guys think directors mean, but from the director of Avengers, Joss Whedon brings Justice League is also pretty.
I don't mean to cut you off here, but I'm saying it would have been a more cohesive movie. You watch that Justice League, it's two movies.
Yeah, it's choppy, it's weird, it doesn't make sense.
That's what the big negative about that movie was when it came to reviews. Like, which movie am I watching? On top
of the racist work conditions that people talk about.
That too. Yeah, that too. And it being, and I forgot about Josh Whedon was going through some shit too,
Yep. And Ray Fisher and Walter Amada and all that. So it was just a cursed production.
But see, that's how you knew that they was chasing Marvel. They went and got the Marvel guy to try to do a Marvel movie.
Well, at least this time around, they didn't get any Marvel guys when they started their new universe. Oh wait,
what we talking about? What's the LOTR trilogy? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Oh, for sure. What about it? What were we talking about? Did I mention Lord of the Rings? I don't know.
Explain yourself, John. We'll wait. We're not ending the stream just yet, John. You got to tell us what you mean by Lord of the Rings.
And I think
we might have gotten a Cyborg movie if Josh wasn't involved. Yeah, I think that was the plan, was to follow Ray Fisher. That's where his gripe started, was they were scrapping his storyline. I think that movie was supposed to. That's what it ended up being. It was centered around what is his name in the movie? Cyborg's real name.
Ray Fisher?
No. The character. Victor Stone. Yeah, the whole quarterback and tragic accident with his mom, like all of that is what they showed in the Snyder cut, and we just didn't get that much detail in it in the Joss Whedon cut. So I think that it would have been much better film. It would have set up the DC universe a lot better. It would have been a lot more cohesive. I think it would have opened up roles to bring in additional characters more so than what Justice League did. But I can't guarantee it would have made the money, to put them on the same plateau with Marvel at that time. Marvel was too big. They were way too big.
That's amazing how the Snyder Cut was released. Like, fans were crying for it. They went on active Twitter and they made things trend, and they just went, "We need it so badly," and we got it. It's crazy.
Yep. It actually came out.
It's a little
And
easy
you know
to
what?
do that.
If I was a Snyder fan like that, that's all I would care about. I wouldn't give a shit that if it went to the movies or get it to be reestablished in canon. What I asked for was to see it. I wanted to be able to witness this. That was the best part of this. So I wouldn't care about nothing else. To be honest with you.
These Snyder junkies is wild, man. They wild. I don't get, I don't get being, because I asked, well, are you a fan of DC or are you a fan of Zack Snyder? Because if you're a Zack Snyder fan, go over to Netflix and watch that bullshit over there. Like,
go fuck with Rebel Moon. He said, go fuck with Rebel Moon.
Go fuck with that shit. If y'all like Zack Snyder that much, he giving y'all content.
Hey, he is, man. He is pumping it out at Netflix too. I almost feel like he's going too fast. I feel like he's going too fast.
What was the gods and with the Zeus and
that was actually good. That was good.
Yeah.
But Rebel Moon was shit. He's going
Rebel Moon was that's and then released the Snyder cut for all three of them.
Dog, we didn't need 6 cuts of this damn movie. We did not need it.
Yeah.
We didn't need it at all.
Okay. Return of the King won an Oscar and it was 4 hours long. Okay. Good to know.
I stand corrected. I actually that's my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. I feel embarrassed now.
Where did that come from?
Remember, I said 4 hour. The 4 hour movie is egregious. There's no reason for a movie to be 4 hours.
No, it is egregious. It won an Oscar, but it didn't win an Oscar because it was 4 hours. It won an Oscar for
but it was good too, though. I got to be on his side because Return of the King.
I went to the movie theaters to watch that. It was me and my daughter. We sat in the front row. I don't even know why we sat in the front row.
Wait, that's not why you ain't like it. You sit up here watching the movie like this the whole time.
That shit hurt, dog. No, it was a good movie. I mean, some movies. It's
you know
right,
what?
though.
I think I took Josh to see that movie with me, and he fell asleep. No lie, I took Josh on. I think it came out around Christmas time to see that movie with me, and he fell asleep.
Yeah, damn near 4 hours, man. It's one of them.
It was a bear. It was a bear.
What did Peter Jackson? Salute to Peter Jackson.
Yeah, no, Peter Jackson was one of the ones, man.
What he at? He just left out the game. He just disappeared.
Yeah, he remembers. He remembers. I remember like nudging him, trying to wake him up during the final battle. He was like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Peter Jackson. What Peter Jackson at, man? That's who Gunn need to go hire. Get some Peter Jackson over there at DC. Let him do something.
He is not bringing nobody into that tent who's not going to say, "Okay, James. Okay, James. Yes, James. Yes, James. Okay, James. I love funny stuff too, James. Comedy is great, James. Yeah, it's great everywhere. Put it everywhere. It's great.
Put it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Gunn.
He is not. He's not bringing in any other alpha type personalities into that umbrella.
He gonna have to.
Couldn't stay. That's why Henry Cavill couldn't stay.
That's who That's who Ultraman is.
That's why Matt Reeves can't do his own thing in his own playground and continue to make content. It's because of James Gunn.
That's the Rock is back, man. That's who Ultraman is. The Rock.
The Rock.
What if The Rock is Batman? And that's why Batman was all big like that.
Nah, I could, if they did it as like a parody, like tall, black, light-skinned Batman, that'd be pretty funny, actually. I would giggle.
Rufus Fox.
Like a couple hours ago, I was with some guy debating about race swaps, and he would have been okay with that. A light-skinned Batman.
I saw your video, man. He didn't have good valid points. He was trying to get you in a corner and everything, man. He just couldn't get you in a corner.
He was mentioning them other YouTubers, the people of colorless, who I call. Like, he's never heard an argument come from the woke angle, and he was. I don't think he knew what to do with it. He kept on talking about the other guys.
Yeah, he brought up an example of Robbie being there for Spider-Man, right? And you kept saying, cool, but we still got race swap characters. I'm like, yeah, chill. Like, we still got race swap characters. What is your point of having? Yeah, Robbie's there. Cool. Well, and he was like, well, what if Robbie is in more of a highlighted role? Chill was like, that's cool. We still got race swap.
Oh, you mean Randy?
Still got race swap.
Randy, I'm sorry, not Robbie. Yeah, Randy.
He was saying like he
we
might
still
still
got race
be
swap
in here,
characters.
and I just had to tell him that I watched the trailer and I didn't see him in the trailer. I saw Harry and I saw Norman in the trailer. Like that's the black representation on the show, and like, doesn't it suck?
Like, the dude is not understanding whatsoever what John is saying. Like, you race swap these characters. They're the prominent. We know Harry Osborn. We know Norman Osborn. Randy being black, cool, but Randy's black. Like, and he's not gonna be in the forefront of Spider-Man. He ain't gonna be interacting with Spider-Man like that. If he's in the show, it's Harry, Norman. That's who we saw.
Yeah. What's cool is that maybe his audience never heard something like what I said, and it blew their mind, and they're like, wait, race swapping hurts? Race swapping just kicks the can further and enables the issue? Wait, you're right. A black franchise wasn't launched with a race swap. Like, maybe it clicked. Because you Blue, you already probably have the mindset that you have. You're probably already on my team because you know me. What that other person who maybe he was on his side of things, maybe they changed their mind or at least expanded it. I hope that's what happened, because I'm not worried about those YouTubers, the racist ones. I'm more worried about I'm not racist, inclusion. Yeah, like everyone can get race swapped because it's not essential to the character. I'm worried about those guys.
Now we'll see.
The only thing you need to sway people like that is public sentiment, though. Right? Like right now, the popular sentiment is that those roles are positive and that they mean something in terms of representation. When public sentiment flips on it from the people that they care about or the people that they allow into their bubble, their orbit, then it'll change. Like opinions like that, not to call out this individual in particular. I don't know him. I haven't never spoken to him. But I'm not. I ain't talking about him specifically. I'm just saying in general, that type of attitude, that type of like collective guilt feeling thing, it goes the way of the wind. It goes wherever it'll push you. Right. So if enough people feel a way about the situation and are able to convince you that it is this way, then that's the way that you'll go. So, and vice versa, if I'm able to convince you and I have enough people on my side, you'll come right along with me too.
Yeah, true that. They said they should release the Batgirl movie. Remember bootlegs? They should like leak it bootleg
they
style.
Should leak it for the bootleg, man.
Do the bootleg, like just you know what I mean? Like,
hey man, I'm not gonna lie, they low-key took out a whole sub-market for American media. They just put it belly under. We were selling, not we, but they were selling
in front of the Walmart, in front of the
cars outside of the stores. They were chugging them joints like Girl Scout.
Hey my man, you got that Batgirl?
I know what you need to see. What you want to see? What you want to see? You would go to that man just like you would go to the newspaper to see what movies was playing on Friday night. Yep. Now that should tell you how old I am right there. Check the newspaper for the movie
newspaper for the movie time.
For the movie times, man.
I'm telling you, they should release that shit through the boot. Just leak it through the bootleg, man, and let him flood the streets with Batgirl DVDs.
I tell you guys, I got felt by Bo DeMeo this week.
You what?
What happened?
You heard me. I felt Bo DeMeo. I said my comment against.
All day because I spoke against race swaps.
Chill is over here dying.
Now we got you, brother. We're reading. Hold on. Let me maximize here so I can see it. Me and my comics all day because I spoke against race swaps. Okay, got the boxing gloves on. I wish I could take control of you. Yeah.
What did Bo say? I'm
now. Yeah, what Bo say?
Bo blocked me because I be every day. I got to talk shit about Bo, man, because he just say some of the lamest shit. I'm like,
dog, did you hear, buddy, talking about dear Marvel Studios, stop race swapping black people into villain? I said, oh no, you didn't. No, he didn't. Yo, fam, do people really not pick up on irony? Irony is dead in this country. I swear to God it is. Because when we was coming after you for having a white actor play Roberto da Costa, a black man, right? An Afro-Brazilian in this show, it didn't matter. Nope. When you retconned his father's story out of his history in the show, it didn't matter. Right? When we had problems with the swapping that you had going on with the hero, it was all y'all don't know what y'all talking about. It's a self-insert. I was writing for myself, blah, 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 blah. Now you want Marvel Studios not to race swap. Like, get your ass out of here. You wasn't saying that when you was trying to swap T'Challa.
Right. I don't take nothing Bo say seriously, man. A lot of people was giving me shit about the case when it came to Bo. Oh, I think Marvel did him dirty and they should bring him back. I'm like, nah, I think Bo is exactly where he needs to be at. Like,
I still don't know what happened with all of that. Like, yeah, the pictures was definitely like fireable. Like, if that's what was going around, that's what you send into your employees. Yeah, that's fireable. But at the same time, it's not like I don't believe him telling me about his experiences there. I just wonder when it comes to Bo, if it hadn't have played out like this, right? If it hadn't have went down like that, would he be telling us all of this? Would he have told us the thing about where they were coming in and imposing themselves on them?
This is Drake. I'm telling you, this is Drake all over again.
You know, would you have told us all of that if it hadn't have went down the way it went down? You know,
it's Drake all over again. You think Drake would be suing if he won the beef? If Family Matters would have blew up? You think he'll be suing? No, he wouldn't be trying to tell us that Spotify and bots and all of this. He wouldn't be doing that. It's what Bo is doing the same thing. Same thing.
It's possible that Bo was wrongfully fired and he's being treated like trash.
Possibly.
And deserves to have things go his way. I'm gonna keep supporting Bo DeMayo in that respect.
Okay.
Yes, salute. His social media postings and attitudes, and I'm making an OnlyFans pay to hear the real story. That is turning me off of Bo DeMayo, but I'm still
salute.
Just
chill.
No. Here, Blue. I'm giving you this, and to Sean. I guess this is Sean who just joined. I because we all three of us were doing the stream at that time. I know. Like I'm not advocating the flag isn't waving as hard as it used to wave, but he follows me and he likes my
half mask. He follows you
half mask. That's all.
See, I think he blocked me. I think he blocked me. So
I think you have a request in the chat.
What's that?
In the comments.
John C.
From John C. Yeah.
Let's take a vote. I say no.
Look, man, it's a safe space here, John.
Well, create your own YouTube channel and say what you want to say. I'm not gonna open it up.
Comments, he just asking.
Yeah.
No, I mean, speak your mind. Yeah, for sure.
It's a safe space. I don't know how safe. I mean, you got bulletproof vest on. No, I'll just play. Stab proof, you good? Kevlar. Now speak up. What you got?
He probably still typing now. Seems like he had something to say in relation to Bo. And I mean, look, again, like I wholly believe it was somebody in there who groped him at a party. I believe that it was a white woman in there who tried to get him bumped from the production because he wanted to have Scott lead the team instead of Gene or Storm. Like I believe that stuff because that is the type of content that they create out of there. So that type of attitude feels like it lines up with what I'm seeing coming out of there. But I also feel like me getting a picture from you unwarranted after I've already asked you to stop of you and your draws should get you fired. If I work with you, I just if you keep on sending me that, and I say, hey, listen, bro, I don't know what you got going on. I don't know how you work, but I need to work a different way. We need to go about this a different way. Send me a picture of a model. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you like that. And you continue to send me the pictures. Okay, well, yeah, now I'm about to go tell you. I'm about to go knock on such and such a door.
But the thing is, Bo got caught. Bo didn't tell and he got caught.
Remind me again who it was who reported that he was sending people these photos.
We don't know because it's
was,
locked up on
we
his
don't know
OnlyFans.
specifically. It wasn't
Wasn't
employee.
Jeff Snyder the one who reported it, and he didn't say what his sources were, and his wording was very funny, where it didn't necessarily mean. It was funny. I'm just not.
I'm gonna say this to you. Before Jeff Snyder
Meaning
reported
like he
it,
could
I
have been in a
saw it.
relationship with somebody, right? That's what you're saying.
But
Like
that's
the
what
pictures he was
Tina
sending
said.
could have been in a
There was
relationship.
many ways where what happened or allegedly happened could have been passed, and I could have given a pass to. Is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And it was worded in a way that did not damn Bo DeMayo or like. I haven't excluded those yet. Like, I still think that whatever happened was through a relationship. That's how those pictures went to somebody else in the office because he was in a relationship with that person.
And
I mean, I can see that. I can see that for sure.
And even though it is wrong to date in the workplace, it is common, and I don't judge that.
oh, you trying to put merit on him sending it to his lover or whatever? I'm putting merit on whatever the bylaws is at work. That's what I'm
Right.
putting merit on. Like, not, if I'm at work and my girlfriend is there and I send a penis pic at work, and not only does my girl get it, but my girl shows it to such and such, and then they go and tell HR. It's not, oh, well, I sent it to my girlfriend. I don't know how such and such. They're not going to worry about that shit. They're going to be like, nah, your penis was in the copy machine, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get up out of here. You got to go.
Here's what I would give him, right? This probably happened. It probably happened to a person who he more than likely is no longer in a relationship with.
Mm.
When whatever disagreements was going on between him and Disney were at its height, Disney decided that it would be more beneficial for him to no longer be employed. And when that became the decision that they were in, then they start looking for excuses to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
So when John C. says that he was being targeted for who he was and his identity, tracks.
Could be.
I guess the only thing that we're just not able to verify is how, without speaking to the person who made the report, is this a personal thing? Did you go along with this because of some vendetta that you had with Bo, or were you legitimately off put by it? Were you honestly like bothered by what he was doing? Because now we got two different thresholds. That's the difference between a lover scorned or, him actually being abusive.
Can I address John C. that last comment? He says gay man is sexually free and liberated and expresses himself freely.
Mm-hmm.
I have no issues with that. But then there are places where you can't be sexually free and
or
express
sexually
yourself,
liberated. And it's
right,
usually at
in
work.
a workplace. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do sexually, right? But then on the professional level, when you're here in this workspace.
Shit. Shit.
I think there's a level of alarm that they get when they see these photos or when they see a picture of Bo DeMayo. And yes, he's being explicit and free and gay. But when you see that photo, the difference between him and a white man is his skin. And all of that melanin is just so much more alarming. We can't ignore how much more severe the punishment will be just because it's gay black.
With women,
right.
You do see that with women as well. We see that a lot
I know where he can do that at.
Jail?
We talked about it before the stream. Maybe he should do that. See how that works out for him.
Michael Nemo with the $5 super chat.
What? You can't leave me out. What happened?
Lois C.K. jerked with. Wait.
You clearly didn't read that before. I said
he didn't read it before he put it up on the screen.
So this is the comedian, right?
Yeah, Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Yeah, that's what he got canceled for. He was
in his office,
beating it in the corner. The woman in there.
He didn't know was doing it, and he's touring again. So DeMayo
is he touring
should be
to the numbers or to the venues that he was touring before the canceling? I don't know.
Oh no, he's definitely affected. He was an arena comic before. He was selling out arena tours before. Now I'll be surprised if it was anything bigger than mid-sized venues and concert halls and stuff like that. But
so Chris
he still
Rock's
has
not
a
letting
career.
him open.
He's able to
Chris
work.
Rock won't let him open. They seem to be nice and tight. Yeah, they're besties. They're really close.
Yeah, I don't think he wants that type of PR hit right now.
No.
He how do you come off a net negative in PR after you get smacked. You got assaulted on national TV and came out a net negative. Like all your celebrity friends went towards
nobody
you.
likes Chris
People
Rock.
in the public gave a shit. No one cared.
Yeah, nobody likes Chris Rock.
Just turned
They
into
like
a
Will.
meme.
But and I think a lot of people had sympathy for Will Smith. He was going through some shit, man. His wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but even if he wasn't going through some shit, don't nobody like Chris Rock. I'm sorry. That like everybody who liked him has walked away from him. Like, nah. Everybody hates Chris. It's true.
I don't disagree. I do
It's
not
true.
disagree.
Thanks for watching this week of Pantheon. Marcus is in the building from back of the bus as usual. Chillmonger, a regular. And then there's Blue's house. Who's joining us? Blue, you're going to be streaming every Thursday right before we usually begin, right? You're usually starting right at 9 Eastern?
Nah, it'd be a little early. I only did 9. It'll be at 8. I only did 9 today. Trying to get back into the groove of things, and I was a little late. I was watching us lose.
Georgia Bulldog?
Yeah, watching us lose. They shouldn't have been there anyway.
It's all right, man. It's okay. Listen, college football is all out of balance right now. And you know what it is? It's because Michigan's not in there. Michigan got to get in there and show y'all how to beat Ohio State and Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We got to show y'all how to beat the SEC and how to beat Ohio State. We'll be back. Don't worry about it.
No, we'll be back. I ain't
take a break. Take a break. We'll run college football for a little bit. Just take a break. Take a break.
And here comes Josh with his comments. Damn. Cut Marcus's mic. So one back of the bus members for it. One is against. It's like they've got a house divided or something.
Ah, nice plug. Make sure y'all go ahead over and follow that as well. All my sports fans. The house divided.
Follow. For all of the sports fandom. Where are we going now? Out? We're out.
Blue, we're out. See you next
I want to plug
Thursday.
something.
Oh, go.
Yeah, I want to plug something. Everybody check out the debate that I held. And then since everyone likes talking about recast T'Challa, I find it quite interesting that Emergency also mentioned recast T'Challa also this week. It's just, it's something's happening. I think the shill media, the Access media, they're getting the okay to talk about
cracking?
it. They're cracking. No, I think Marvel is letting them, hey, put out this stuff and put out some feelers. Talk about the child growing up, or talk about recasting. Let's see what the people, they're going to go through the comment section of all of these guys' YouTubes and just kind of feel what are people accepting of TJ, or do they want real T'Challa? What do they feel about a variant? What do they feel about time displaced? What if Denzel plays a Black Panther from the past? They're really they're feeling the market right now. I think
they've gone rogue.
He said they off the rails. They don't know what they're doing.
I think they're going rogue. I don't think they got the backing of Marvel to do that. I don't, because we don't see it in the Marvel. I know you say, hey, let's get some feelers out, but you at least get like one glitch in the Matrix, in the Marvel Matrix. We haven't had that.
Nate Moore just left, or they didn't continue his contract. He's out.
That ain't
but he's still producing Black Panther 3 though. That's the hang up. Like, why are they still letting him work on the project?
I told you he's not producing. They said he'll be working on it in a different capacity or something. They had a line like that.
Even be
they said they'll be working with him in a different way because he'll be outside of the company, not that his role.
His name shouldn't even be attached to it.
Scott Derrickson's name was part of Multiverse of Madness. Same way with Nate Moore, his name will be attached to this third Black Panther.
I'm telling you, it shouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
He said, "Get that man as far away from it."
Just erase that shit. Get it out. Gone.
Hey, William, if this happens, nobody support it.
No need for that.
Well, you don't want Josh to say anything?
Yeah, tell Josh to wrap up the stream.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
All right, dog.